Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is a story about what if Naruto was in Tokyo Ghoul. Before I start, please support for more amazing content and do consider subscribing to my channel and share this video with your friends. This is written by DOTA1416 and link in description and support writer. Let's start the video. Chapter 1. Enter Naruto Uzumaki. At the Valley of End. Indra's Arrow. Bijurasen Shuriken. The two attacks collided and created a void. The void started to suck Naruto into it. In the void. Ah, where am I? It hurts like hell. Said Naruto as he saw the world around him is all black. Focus Naruto, you are in the dimensional void right now. You can be torn into pieces if you don't focus, said Kurama. Focus on what? Asked Naruto. On your chakra, you idiot. The void is sucking your chakra out. Hang on a little longer so we can survive in wherever we landed. Replied Kurama. Alright, said Naruto. There it is. We are going out now. Said Kurama. Somewhere in the forest. Ah, where am I? I think we are no longer in Elemental Nation. Said Naruto. Of course, you idiot. I already told you we were in Dimensional Void. Use your puny little thing in your head, said Kurama. Come on Kurama, it is no time to be insulting each other. We have to learn about this world and we have to return and free everyone back in the Elemental Nation. Said Naruto. Kurama said about that kid, I think you don't need to free them. Saz. What are you saying? My friends need me. Naruto shouted back. Idiot, let me finish my sentence. Sasuke has both Rinnegan and other Biju's chakra. He can free them. Said Kurama. Oh yeah, come to think of it, you are right, said Naruto. You know kid, you can start a new life here. You can make some new friends, said Kurama. Yeah, you are right, said Naruto sadly. Don't worry kid, your friends will be fine. Said Kurama. Yeah, I know, I am just a little sad that I can't meet my friends again. But that is alright. They all live in my heart forever. Said Naruto. Alright kid, but first we need a place to stay and I am really tired now. My chakra is very low. I am gonna take a nap. Wake me up if something interesting happens. Said Kurama as he laid back to take a nap. The next morning. Okay, let's learn about this new place. Said Naruto to himself as he ran across the forest. After running for a while, he started to see tall buildings. Wow, those buildings are huge and so tall. It is really different from my home, he thought to himself. He just walked over the fences that separate the forest and the city. He started walking into the city. Some of these people seem to have some chakra, strange, thought Naruto to himself. He walked for an hour until his stomach started to buzz. Well, I think I should have a breakfast. I haven't eaten for days, thought to himself. As he entered a nearby restaurant. He just went to a table and sat down. Then a waitress came and asked, what would you love to serve, sir? Just one bowl of miso ramen. Replied Naruto. Alright, I will be right back, replied the waitress. As he waited for his ramen, he overheard a little conversation from the table beside him. Hey, did you hear that the ghouls killed more than a dozen of people last night? Said a man. Yeah, the ghouls are causing more and more problems to us. Said the other man. Ghouls? I wonder what they are. Maybe those strange people who I sensed earlier. Thought Naruto. Then the waitress came back and put the bowl of ramen in front of him. Here is your order, sir. Itadakimasu. He said as he started to dig into his ramen. I will ask Kurama later if he knows about ghouls or not, he thought. As soon as he finished his ramen, he ordered one after another until he finished his 20th bowl. After having his breakfast, he was about to get out of his chair, but suddenly the waitress came and gave him a piece of paper and said, here is the bill, sir. Naruto started to sweat. Ha, he said to laugh awkwardly and rubbed the back of his head. Shit. I forgot about money. Thought to himself. Sir? Said the waitress. Do you know where is a bathroom? Asked Naruto. There, she said as she pointed him the direction. I will be right back, said Naruto as he sprinted to the bathroom. He opened the door and got into it. Phew. Close shave. Thought Naruto. He then tried get out of the shop from the window. When he was out of the shop he heard a voice, sir, where are you trying to go? Asked a waitress with a smile that promised a lot of pain. Oh shit, I am dead, he thought. After quite a beating, he was at the entrance of the shop. Never come back again. She said as she slammed the door close. Phew, she didn't kill me, thought the bruised Naruto. His right eye was now circled with a purple pigment and sore lobes at both sides of his cheeks. He started to walk into a city. He stopped when he saw a title high school. Hey kid, I think you should enter a school so you can learn better about this world, said Kurama. Oh, when did you wake up? Asked Naruto. A few hours ago. I enjoyed quite a show after I woke up. Said Kurama with laugh. Whatever, furball, said Naruto. Are you sure I should attend the school again? It is going to be so boring. Said Naruto. We can learn easier about this world if we go. Said Kurama. But how am I going to get into it? asked Naruto. "Don't worry about it, I have a plan," said Kurama with a devil smile. After their little talk about their plan, Naruto went into the school and walked into the headmaster's office. "Hey, who are you? You are not allowed to get in here," said the headmaster. Then Naruto turned his head to the headmaster with red slit eyes. "We have a little talking to do," said Naruto. Chapter 2. Making New Friends. After his little talk with the headmaster, he called one of the teachers and asked her to take Naruto to a class as a transferring student. Now Naruto hinged himself into a school uniform. They then entered a room and the teacher went in front of the class. "Come in, introduce yourself, we won't bite you," she teased. Naruto has been wondering about his class back at the Elemental Nations. When he heard it, he snapped out of his stupor and said, "Oh right." As he went in front of the class. "I am Naruto Uzumaki. I have no intention of telling you my likes and dislikes. I have a few hobbies," he greeted. Never thought Kakashi-sensei's introduction will be useful, thought to himself as he gave his foxy grin. Everyone in the room sweat dropped with a single thought, the only thing he told is his name. "Okay Uzumaki-san, you can sit there," she said as she pointed an empty chair beside a purple-haired girl. He just walked towards his chair and put his bag down. He then looked at a girl sitting beside him with a smile and said, "Hi, I am Naruto Uzumaki. Nice to meet you," as he extended his hand. "I am Taka Kirishima, nice to meet you too, Uzumaki-san," she said with a smile. "Just call me Naruto. I hate formalities," said Naruto with a smile as he started to give attention to the teacher in front of the class. After boring hours of history, the bell finally rang. All the students started to run out of the class as they all wanted to escape from the boring history class. Naruto finally awoke because of the bell. "Oh. Break time, finally," he thought to himself. "Hey Naruto, did you sense it? That girl who sat beside you. She is different from others. She seems to have chakra," said Kurama. "Yes, I sensed it. But I don't know why. I also sensed a few other people like her," replied Naruto. He walked into the school cafe and had some sandwich and coffee. He looked for a place to sit and saw the purple-haired girl. He walked over to her and asked, "Hey Taka-chan, mind if I join you?" "I don't mind, you can join us Naruto-kun," she replied back. He sat down and looked at the orange-haired girl sitting beside her. "Nice to meet you," he said. Yuriko Kuroiwa," she said. "I am Naruto Uzumaki," he greeted himself with a smile. "Are you Taka's boyfriend?" she asked. Taka's face reddened and "No he is not, I just met him today. He is just a new student," said Taka. Naruto just nodded quickly with a red face. "Oh, sorry, it is just that Taka rarely speaks to other people," she said. "Maybe it is just because there is no one beside her," he replied. They talked to each other about half an hour later, the bell rang again. "Well, see you girls later," he said as he stood up and waved at the girls. Soon the two girls were left alone. "Well Yuriko, I am gonna return to my class. See ya after school," said Taka as she sprinted to her class. "Okay. See ya," said Yuriko. With Naruto. He just walked into his class and sit at his place. After a minute later, Taka came in and sat next to him. Later, their maths teacher came in and started teaching her lessons. For Naruto, he is just using a technique he mastered to take a nap. Actually, it was a technique Shikamaru mastered. He learnt it from him. He just need to open the maths book in front of him and take a nap. But no one noticed him except the girl beside him. "Huh? Really? Slacking off in first day at school?" thought the girl. The bell rang as the school time is over. Every students get out of the classroom. But Naruto still haven't woken up this time. He was deeply asleep until his teacher came to him and smacked his head. "Wake up, the school time is over and you are still asleep," she said. "Oh, Gomen," he said, rubbing the back of his head. At same time with Taka. She has been waiting for her friend for a while. Then she saw her friend running towards her. "Sorry I am late," said Yuriko. "That's okay. Let's go home," said Taka. The two girls started to go towards the orange-haired girl's house. After about 10 minutes of walking, they reached her home. "See you tomorrow, Taka-chan," said Yuriko as she went inside her house. Now, Taka is all alone walking back to her house. She has been thinking about Naruto. He really was a strange boy to her. No other student has ever slacked off in their first day of school. But he was different. He is always cheerful. Except the time he is sleeping. He just keeps smiling. Her shoulder accidentally bumped into someone. "Sorry," said Taka as she continued to walk past him. But that guy put his hand on her hand and said, "Oh my dear Taka-chan, I have been waiting for this moment. I love you, Taka-chan. Please accept my love," he said as his face got nearer and nearer to her to steal her first kiss. She tried to struggle, but he was too strong for her. However, she did the next best thing. She slammed her knee to the last place where every normal man would not like to get hurt. He grabbed his little family jewels in pain. After her little kick, she started running away from him. The boy tried to get up and said, "Boys, follow her." One of his hands still grabbing it to loosen the pain. Aoka just kept running towards her house without looking back. Trying to get lost from them. But she tripped and fell onto someone. "Ouch, sorry," she said. Yeah, no problem." The other guy just replied. He then looked at the girl who fell onto him and he only saw purple hair that reminded him of someone. "Taka-chan?" he asked. She then looked up as she recognized the voice only to see the face of her blonde friend. "Oh Naruto, I am sorry. But I have to." She couldn't even finish her sentence as the other boys appeared behind them and shouted, "There she is." "Who are they, Taka-chan?" asked the confused Naruto. The other boys then came towards them and said, "That is none of your business. Get lost." To Naruto as they grabbed Taka's hand, "Take her towards their boss." "Hey. Let her go," shouted Naruto. "Or what?" they shouted back. "I am warning you. If you don't let her go, you are going to feel a lot of pain," said Naruto. One of the boys said, "Let's teach him a lesson first before taking the girl." To his friends. He then started to run toward Naruto and tried to punch him. Naruto caught his fist with his hands and break his hand. He kneed him in the guts. The boy fell to the ground in pain. Naruto and kicked him in the face and asked who would like to be next. "You little," said the other boys and started to run towards Naruto to kick his ass. However, Naruto just avoided all of their punches and said, "If that's all you have, you guys are going to get ass kicked." As he kicked the first boy to the ribs who was trying to punch him. They all heard a cracking sound. "Oh, did I break some bones?" Naruto asked. He then caught the leg of the boy who was trying to kick him while he was distracted. He then broke his legs. The boy screamed in pain. Now only one boy who is holding Taka's hand was left. "Get out of here before I break your bones," he said. The boy then ran away in fear. He doesn't need first-hand experience to see how strong Naruto really is. He has already seen that his friends got beaten. So he did the best thing, which is running away from him. "Aka-chan, you alright?" asked Naruto as he walked to the stunned girl. She has been watching his whole fight. He didn't even break a sweat after fighting with 3 guys. She also has never seen a human so strong like him before. "Why yeah, I am alright," replied Taka as she recovered from her stunned state. "Thanks for helping me, anyway," she said. "No problem. I will never let my friends get hurt," he said with a thumb up. "So, see ya. I am going to home," she said. "Mind if I walk you home?" asked Naruto. The girl looked at him with a questioning look. It is just that those guys might disturb you again." "I don't mind. Thanks for accompanying me." They started to walk towards her home. There has been an awkward silence. But Taka broke it by asking, "When did you learn to fight?" "Well, back at my village. Most of the people learn how to fight." "Oh, that's why you can fight so well." "Yeah, you can say that," he said Naruto as he rubbed the back of his head. "By the way, how did you get home so quick and change your clothes? It has only been about 15 minutes and you have already changed your clothes," asked Taka as she looked at his new orange outfit. It is because my house is near the school," he replied. "Why do you wear that headband?" she asked and pointed the one on his forehead. "Oh, it is a hit I ate, the symbol there is my village's symbol," he said. "You never talked that you came from a village before." "Be about that, it's a long story," said with a sad expression. Taka noticed the change in his expression and stopped asking him questions. They walked in silence after their little conversation. "Well, see you Naruto. Just a couple of more walk will lead me to my home." "Oh, okay, see ya at school tomorrow," Naruto said as he walked back to his home. Well, he still hasn't had any home yet. He just arrived here today. "Hey Kurama, where should I stay?" asked Naruto. "You can sleep in the streets if you want to," replied Kurama bluntly. "Shouldn't I rent a house?" asked Naruto. "Do you even have the money?" he asked back. "Oh, right, I completely forgot about that." Kurama just sighed at his ignorance. "I think I am going to sleep in streets until I have enough money." The next morning. "What the hell Kurama, why didn't you wake me up?" "That's not my problem that you are late. I tried to wake you up. But you are just sleeping like a dead body." "Whatever, furball." When he reached the class, he just rushed into the room. "Sorry, I got lost in road of life." Everyone in the room sweat dropped at his excuse. He then ran to his seat. After he had sat, the teacher came in front of him. "You are gonna need to do some explanations about the 3 boys you almost killed." He said with a sweat drop. "Kurama, Jinjutsu please." "That's your own problem, I am not helping." Chapter 3. Finding a job. His little act with 4 boys almost made him get expelled from school. But he managed to get away from it after he had begged Kurama to cast a Jinjutsu on his teacher. Although he avoided from getting expelled, he had to promise that he would never do something like that again to the class. It is just another boring day for Naruto. But he needed to earn some money. He has been sleeping in the streets for several nights by now. So, after school, he started searching for some jobs. He first went to a restaurant and asked for a job. The owner of the restaurant accepted him until a certain waitress came in and talked to the owner about his little act. He got kicked out of the restaurant with the same old warning, never come back again, and a purple circle around his left eye. He then went to an old house, did some lawn chores. The old stingy man gave him just a little that he could only have just a cup of coffee. Feeling disappointed, he started walking around the city. He climbed one of the top buildings and started enjoying the breathtaking view of a sunset sitting on the edge of the roof. I guess I will still have to sleep in the streets for another day, thought Naruto disappointedly. Come on kid, where did all your hyperactive attitude go? Asked Kurama. Why have you been silent the whole time? Shouldn't you be helping me? We are staying in the one body, aren't we? Asked Naruto. For your first question, I am just enjoying you get beaten. And, I have been sleeping in this cage for more than 17 years. So, why should I be helping you to earn some money? I don't even need those stupid papers. Replied Kurama. Whatever he said. Oh hey Kurama, have you ever heard about ghouls? Oh yeah, they are some kind of ghosts. GG ghosts? He asked again with a frightened face. Yeah, ITH. I am getting out of here as soon as possible. I am not living here with those ghosts. Oh, the great Naruto is afraid about ghosts. What happened to our plan of starting a new life here? Said with a laugh. I can't start a new life where ghosts are. He shouted back in a frightful tone. Haha, you should have seen the look on your face. I am just kidding, kid. I have never heard of such things called ghouls before. Stupid furball, stop joking in serious cases. When did you have serious cases? As long as I remember you are always carefree. Ah whatever, said Naruto as he cut the mental link between them. Suddenly two people wearing police uniform came in and asked, hey, how did you get up here? And you are not allowed here too. He just ignored them. He already had enough trouble for today. He didn't want to get into another one. So, he just jumped from the edge and landed on the solid ground without even a crash. The two cops run to the edge where Naruto was sitting and looked down expecting to see the dead body of the boy. But there was no trace of the earlier boy. The boy just disappeared. Are we still sane? Asked one of the men. I don't know, answered the other man. Man, today is a really tiring day, Naruto thought to himself. He just ran to his place. Well, he is just sleeping on a tree for several nights. It was already night time, so he just went to bed or to his branch. I am gonna need some energy for tomorrow. The next day. The day was a weekend, so he didn't have to go to school today, so the search of his job began. That didn't go well. As he still can't get any jobs. It is about noon by now. His stomach started to buzz. He ran into a nearby cafe. He went inside and saw an empty seat. He just sat there. After a while, a waitress came in and asked, what would you like to serve? Something I can eat with 300 yen, he said as he showed her the only money he had. I don't know about Japanese currency. So, I will just guess. Okay, replied the waitress, unsure what to say anymore. He then recognized the voice and looked up only to see his purple-haired friend. Oh Taka-chan, you work here? She then recognized the only person who called her Taka-chan. Naruto. Is that you? Yeah, that's me. You don't even recognize me? I am hurt. Said Naruto with anime tears. Whatever. For your question, yes, I work here. You look like you are broke. Said the girl. Oh yeah, since I got here I had no money. I just earned some yesterday. Oh, I didn't know you were that broke. Haha, anyway, can I work here too? I need to earn some money. Oh, about that, you can ask the manager. What about your order? Never mind my order. I am going to talk with your manager. Said Naruto as he started to run. Do you even know where the manager is? Said Taka with deadpan expression. Oh yeah, where is he? Said Naruto as he rubbed the back of his head. He is at his office upstairs. He then ran upstairs and went into the office and knocked the door. Then he heard a reply come in. He then walked in there and said, oh, you must be the manager. Yes I am, is there a problem sir? No, I just want to work here. He smells like a human, but why am I smelling a fox's scent from him? Thought to himself. There is no problem in letting you join. When would you like to start working? He said as he handed him an outfit which came out of nowhere. Starting today. He said enthusiastically. He then changed his clothes and ran downstairs. Kids today have so much energy, he thought. Hey, Taka-chan. I am now working here. He said. Oh, that's great Naruto. Replied the girl. I wonder why the manager accepted him, I thought he doesn't accept humans. Oh hey, by the way, can you teach me the basics of being a waiter? I have never worked as a waiter before. Said Naruto with a sheepish smile. Okay, no problem, she replied. At last he got a job. He was really happy with that. He can now start earning his money to buy a house. It has been a busy day for him, or you can say head-smacking day. Taka has been smacking his head whenever he made a mistake to make him able to learn faster. As we know, Naruto is really good at learning things. He has been training after his work, running around the city for about 100 times to increase his stamina. It was already nighttime after he has finished his exercise. As usual, he was walking back to his tree while looking around the city. He then heard a scream in the streets and ran towards it. To his surprise, he saw a certain purple-haired girl with a wing behind her eating a man. Hitaka-chan. Chapter 4. Friends are more than friends. Hitaka-chan. The purple-haired girl then looked up only to see her human friend. Her body started to tremble as she saw her friend. She was starting to get afraid that he will hate her for being a ghoul. Her eyes returned back to her pure purple eyes. Her wings also disappeared from her back into thin air. "And Naruto?" she asked as she still can't believe that her friend saw her true nature. "You alright, Taka-chan? You are trembling," he asked worriedly. I have to kill him. I have no choice. If he informs CCG, we all will be dead," thought Taka. Her eyes then turned into black and red eyes. She started to punch him simultaneously. "Why are you attacking me?" asked a confused blonde as he tried to avoid her punches. Suddenly a wing appeared behind her back. Naruto fell back a little. And he was wide open. She aimed her wings to his heart. But before her wing could pierce his chest, it stopped. A single lone tear escaped from her eyes. She couldn't kill him. He was precious for her. He was her friend. "Why did you start attacking me, Taka-chan?" asked the confused Naruto. She was surprised by his question. Is he an idiot? Doesn't he know that I am ghoul? Thought Taka. "Don't you afraid of me? Don't you afraid of a ghoul?" she shouted and asked. "Why do I need to afraid of you? You are my friend. I don't care if you are a ghoul or not," said Naruto. "But a ghoul doesn't mean a ghost, right? I am only afraid of ghosts." He whispered the last part into her ears. "Do you even know what a ghoul is? We can only feed on humans. We can't eat any other thing," she said. "As I said before, I don't care you are a man-eating thing or whatever it is. What matter most is that you are my friend. I will never abandon my precious people. I promise you that I will never leave you. And I never break my promise," said Naruto with a thumb up. Tears started to well up in her eyes. Those words mean a lot for her. She hugged at him while crying. Soon his jumpsuit was now soaked with her tears. "You have no idea how much those words mean to me. Don't worry, Taka-chan, I will always be there for you. And I will never leave your side," he said as he returned the hug. "Thank you," she whispered to him. "You don't have to thank me. That is what friends are for. Am I right?" She just nodded, feeling sorry that she almost killed her friend. "Come on. Let me lighten your mood," he said as he picked her up bridal style. "Hey," she shouted at suddenly being carried. "Don't worry, I won't drop you," he said as he smiled at her. He started running across the city and stopped in front of a tall building. "Close your eyes. And don't open whatever it happens," said Naruto. "Why?" she asked. "Trust me." "Okay," she said hesitantly. She then closed her eye. After she had closed her eyes, he tightened the grip on her. Then, he started running vertically up the building. She could feel that gravity is pulling her body down, but she trusted Naruto and continued to do as he said. After a minute later, Naruto dropped her down and told her, "You can open your eyes now." She then opened her eyes only so see that she was on the edge of the roof. How did you get up here?" she asked. "Well, I have my own ways," he said with a smile. He then looked at the city. "We can enjoy the view of the whole city from up here. It is beautiful," he said. She then looked at the city beneath her, then she said yeah with a smile. Two of them enjoyed the view in silence until Taka broke the silence between them. "Hey, the first day you came. You didn't tell anything about yourself." "Oh yeah, I didn't want to share about myself to the whole class." "Why don't you want to share?" "Well, it is a little complicated. If you wanna know, I can tell you a little." "Alright, tell me something about you." "Well, I came from a village called Konoha. It means hidden village in the leaf. It was a pleasant village. You might not have heard about it because like its name, it is hidden." He then stopped remembering his village got destroyed by pain. "People from our village train how to use chakra. Chakra is basically a form of energy. It is the combination of two types of energy, spiritual energy and physical energy. It allows us to do extraordinary things like I did before. Everyone has chakra, but we have to train to use it." "Do I have chakra too?" she asked. "Yeah, I see it in you. But only a small amount." He then did a ram seal and blue energy started to coat around his body. "Chakra is normally blue. Although I saw black chakra inside you while you were in that ghoul form," he thought. "Why don't you tell me about your family?" she asked. "Well, I am an orphan. I didn't even know who my parents were until I got 16, he said. Oh, I am sorry. It is okay. Why don't you tell me about you? Well, I have a younger brother. Although I don't know where he is right now. My daddy has been missing for years by now. I don't even know he is alive or not, she said with a sad expression. Don't worry, Taka-chan, I believe that you will meet them again. Never lose hope. Thanks, Naruto. They are both now facing, looking into the eyes of each other. Their faces were only inches apart. Their lips almost hit each other. Their faces becoming closer and closer until a door opened and the two policemen came in. They parted from each other as they heard a shout. Hey. It is that boy from yesterday. Oh crap, Naruto said as he picked her up and jumped from the roof. What the hell? He jumped again, said one of the policemen. Taka was expecting that they would be dead if they jumped from that height. Instead, Naruto landed softly on the ground. How do you do that? I used chakra from my feet. So I didn't crash on the ground. Let me walk you to home. He said as he put her down. They have been walking in silence. Taka has been thinking about chakra that Naruto told earlier. She still couldn't believe that chakra can do such incredible things. She also has never heard that someone tell about chakra. After about 20 minutes of walk, they reached her home. I didn't know that you live near the place you work. Yeah, manager of the Antiku adopted me since my dad left. See you tomorrow, Taka-chan, he said as he waved at her and left her. She then went inside her house. And laid onto her bed. She was thinking about Naruto. Just thinking about him put a smile on her face. You really are full of surprises, Naruto, she said to herself. She then fell asleep. Naruto just walked back to his house after taking Taka back to her house. Hey Kurama, I think her chakra turned black because she was in ghoul form. Yeah, I know, kid. Her chakra became blue again after she turned into human form. What do you think about it? Why do ghouls have black chakra? Kid, we are in a different world. Maybe that's why they have strange chakra. I hope you are right, Kurama. Chapter 5. Exam. School days have arrived after weekend has passed. Our favorite blonde has been sleeping on his home, or let's just say his tree. School time has arrived, but he still is not awake yet. Well, yesterday was a hard day for him. He has finally learned about being a waiter. But he didn't learn it quite easily. Flashback start. The doorbell rang and a customer came in. Naruto then greeted him, welcome to Antiku. The customer then took a seat. He just asked for a cup of coffee. Naruto then went back and made a cup of coffee for the customer. As we all know, where there is Naruto, there is always trouble. At first everything went well until he tripped and his coffee split on the customer's clothes. What the fuck? I have to go to work after this. I am really but before he could finish his sentence, the customer has already left. He then looked back only to see a furious Taka. You idiot. She said as she smacked his head. Sorry Taka-chan, I swear I didn't mean to do that. Whatever, just be careful next time. After that little event, everything went well for Naruto until afternoon. There was only one customer at that time. After Taka had taken orders from the customer, she walked back to the back. Then, Naruto suddenly came in running towards her. He then tripped and both of them fell. Naruto was on Taka. Ouch, it hurt, said Naruto. He then felt something soft under his hands. His hands were grabbing her top. He looked up and saw a very angry and embarrassed Taka. Her face was tomato red. Naruto! She shouted. She then punched him in the face, which sent him flying back into the wall. Flashback end. He then wake up rubbing his eyes. Man, Taka really hit hard. My face is still hurting. He then look at his watch. What the hell, I am late again. He started running towards the class. He then rushed into his class. Sorry I am late, I got lost in road of life. Yeah whatever, just sit down, next time don't be late. The class teacher had enough of his lame excuses. Naruto sat beside Taka. She still looked embarrassed about the yesterday's event. Well, everyone in the bar saw it. Not only the customer but also the other barmaids. Hey Taka-chan, sorry about yesterday, that's my bad. Her face then became red remembering their little event. Why you baka, don't remind me about that. Sorry Taka-chan. I will zip about it now, he said as he leaned back to his chair and took a nap. After about an hour, the bell rang. All the students has packed up, ready to leave the room. Naruto was also awake because of the bell. Wait, you guys have maths exam tomorrow. So study tonight, shouted the class teacher. What the hell? Shouted Naruto. Everyone in the class looked at him. Sorry, he said. He was thinking about being a dead last. And everyone laughing at him for being a dead last. Well, he was lost in his thoughts, everyone in the room has left him. He then ran towards Taka shouting her name, Taka-chan. She then looked at the panting Naruto. What now, Naruto? Asked the girl. I need your help. It is emergency. What? She asked with a confused look on her face. We have maths exam tomorrow. I am gonna fail if you don't help me, he said with tears running down from his eyes, kneeling before her and hugging her legs. Everyone in the room were watching them. Calm down Naruto, you are embarrassing me. He then released her and stood up. Please help, Taka-chan. You are my last hope. I am not good at maths too. But I can help you a little. Thank you, Taka-chan, you are the best. He shouted as he grabbed her from her waist and started spinning her like a doll. He was overjoyed. Naruto, stop. Or I won't help you. She ordered. Oh sorry, I got carried away. He then put her back on the ground. Thanks you, come to my house after school. Alright thank you, he said. He don't want to be a dead last anymore. He is in another world now. He is not going to take that title in this world too. After school, Naruto ran straight to Taka's house. He is now in his orange jumpsuit. He knocked the door when he arrived the entrance of her house. But no one responded. He knocked again. Nothing happens. Then someone tapped his shoulders. He looked back only to see Taka. She then asked, when did you change your clothes so fast and got here so fast? Let's just say I am really fast, he said with a foxy grin. Whatever, come in, she said as she opened the door. She then went into her room for some changing. Wait here, she said as she pointed the couch in her living room. Naruto just sat on a sofa waiting for Taka. After about 5 minutes, she went out of her room. She was now wearing a black t-shirt and a short blue jeans. Okay, let's start with chapter 1, she said as they started to learn. After about 5 hours of studying, it was already night 9 p.m. Both of them were very tired. But Naruto was a lot worse than Taka. His head has been steaming since last 2 hours. But he tried his best to learn for tomorrow exam. Then you will get the answer, Taka said. Got it? Yeah, I think so, said Naruto confusedly. You really are worse than me. Well, I was a dead last back at my village. You deserve it. You really are dumb. I am hurt, Taka-chan. He said with tears. Whatever, it is late now. You should go home now. I don't even have he stopped as he remembered he can't tell about this to Taka. But unfortunately Taka understood what he said. Did you just say you don't have a home to live? Where are you living now? She asked worriedly. Well, it's just fine. Don't worry about me, he replied, rubbing the back of his head. It is not fine. Where are you sleeping if you don't have a house? She asked. Well, I'm on a tree. What? You have been sleeping on a tree all this time? Yeah, it is just like that. I am totally fine. I already told you I don't have any money when I got here. That's why I joined you guys at the cafe. But I thought you had enough money to rent a house. Well, thanks for helping me. I am going to my place. See ya. He said as he walked to the door. Wait. I can let you stay here until you had enough money to have one. Really? He asked. Yeah, as long as you don't do something bad or sneak up on me, I can let you stay at the living room. Thanks Taka-chan, you are the best. He shouted. Stop shouting, it is night already. Other people might be sleeping by now. Okay. So I am going to bed now. Good night. Yeah, see ya Taka-chan tomorrow. Both of them went to their bed. For Naruto, well, it is a couch. And the next morning, Naruto was still sleeping well. But Taka had already woken up 30 minutes before. She has already taken her shower and changed her school uniforms. She then came out of her room. But she saw Naruto still sleeping. Raymond. Hey Naruto, wake up. She said, shaking Naruto. But he still didn't wake up. Taka then lost her temper and smacked him on his head. Wake up. You idiot. What? Where is my Raymond? He shouted. You are dreaming, you idiot. You are going to be late. Oh, thanks for waking me up. He then washed his face, brushed his teeth and came out of the bathroom. What? When will you change your school uniforms? I am already late waiting for you. He then did a ram sign and was covered with a poof of smoke. When the smoke is clear, Naruto was already in his school uniform with a bag on his back. Come on, let's go, he said. Taka was watching him in awe. How did you change so fast? Well actually, this is just a hinge. I can change my appearance. But it will disappear when I release it or when I take a good hit. Okay, let's go now, we are late. Both of them ran towards the school. They entered the class. But the exam has already started. Sorry, we are late, both of them shouted in unison. They then went to their seats and started taking their exam. After about an hour later, all the students came out of the class. Taka just went to Naruto. Well, how was it? She asked. I don't know. I tried my best, I guess, he replied. I know you will pass. Don't worry, she said with a smile. Well, let's head to Antiku. Yeah. Both of them went to their cafe. They didn't have any more classes on that day. They only had to come and take an exam. It was a lucky day for Naruto. He caused no trouble at the cafe. Taka first time praised him. Both of them stayed at the cafe until night fell. And both of them went back to their house. And the next day, both of them went to school to check their results. Well, Taka got C. For Naruto, he got D. He then asked Taka, I am not the dead last, right? I think so, she said hesitantly. Yeah, I am not the dead last. He shouted as he jumped up and down with joy. The whole class has been watching him. Naruto, sit down. Taka said to him. Oh sorry, I was just overjoyed, he replied. Well congrats kid. You are no longer the dead last, said Kurama. Where have you been all the time? You haven't talked to me for days. I was just taking a nap, I just woke up because of your idiotic shout. Replied Kurama. Whatever, he said as he cut the mental link between them. Why are you staring me? She asked. Oh, it is nothing. Whatever, you are acting strange. He just leaned into his chair and took a nap. After school, he ran towards Antiku. Well, he has to get back to work. It was another normal day for Naruto. Except the fact he passed the exam. Normally Naruto would never pass an exam. But he passed. Well, so it is not normal. He then went to Taka's house and saw her sitting on a couch reading a book. Oh hey Taka-chan, what are you reading? He asked. She then closed the book instantly and hid it behind her with a slight blush on her face. And nothing, she replied. He then touched her forehead with his hand. Do you have fever? You look a little red. He asked with concern. And no, I am fine. I am going to bed, she said as she went to her room. Phew, that was close. If he knows I like cartoons, he is going to tease me all the time. Behind the window of her room, Naruto was hiding there. He was curious what his friend was hiding. Cartoons. What are those things? But why should I tease her for liking cartoons? Isn't it just a normal thing? He asked himself confusedly. He then went to his couch or Taka's couch. And fell asleep. Chapter 6. Enter Ken Kaneki. And the next morning, Taka woke up earlier than Naruto. As usual, after she had done her morning activities, or let's just say washing her face and brushing, she then woke Naruto up. Waking Naruto up is becoming a usual thing for her. As always, Naruto woke up mumbling something about the food of gods. Oh hey Taka-chan, I have to go somewhere else today. So I will join you later. Okay, if you say so. She then changed into her waitress outfit. She went downstairs. And started doing her job. The boy with the black hair sitting on a seat asked, is it really funny for you? His friend then replied, come on. You can't be serious about going to a bookstore for your first date with a laugh. His friend then replied, why not? She might be thrilled, you know. For your information, that's never going to happen. What? Fine then, how about I take her out to Big Grill instead, just the two of us, and grab some burgers? His friend then laughed. I am being completely serious here. The black-haired boy then shouted. No, it's great. That's so like you. But when it actually happens, it'll be a total flop. What, you don't think I can handle it? What would you do then, hide? He asked with a slight blush. Listen up, when it come to dates, you have to pick a place that excites the girl. Right, such as? Such as? You don't even know. If I knew, I wouldn't be wasting my afternoon here having a date with you. So, who is the lucky girl? The cutie you were talking about? It is gotta be her, right? He asked as he looked at the purple-haired girl who was serving the other customers. No, it's not, he whispered him back. I mean, she's pretty cute too. The waitress then walked past them. Excuse me, one cappuccino, please. Hyde shouted. The waitress stopped walking and wrote down the order. And you, Kaneki? Wait, I am not finished yet. Replied the waitress. While we are at it, what's your name? Hyde just asked. Hyde. His friend shouted. It's Kirishima Taka, she just replied. The blonde boy then stood up and asked Taka-san, are you seeing anyone? Stop it, you idiot, his friend shouted as he stood up. She ran away with a slight blush. Stop it, you idiot. What'll I do if I end up getting kicked out? He said. This is the only place where he couldn't finish his sentence because the doorbell rang as the door opened. Then a girl with long purple hair came in. She's the one, Kaneki said. Both of the boys looked at the girl as she walked past beside them. Don't even go there. It'd be like Beauty and whatever you guys call it. Hyde said. The beast, his friend said. Well then, now that I have seen you learn, I think it is time for me to head off, he said as he paid the bill. Wait, Hyde, Kaneki said. See you later, Taka-chan. Keep your head in the clouds, Kaneki, he said as he walked to the door. And get out of the shop. Then Naruto came in and went straight to Taka. Hey Taka-chan, I am back. Where have you been this whole time? She asked. Well, I was just going somewhere. Nothing important. Whatever, just help me out here. There are a lot of customers. She said. Okay. At the same time, Kaneki started reading his book. When he looked at the girl he has been crushing, he saw that she was also reading the same kind of book. The girl then saw him watching her. So she just smiled at him. He was glad that they both have a same type of hobby. He then took her to a restaurant to have lunch. But she didn't eat anything. Both of them just talked. After their little lunch, they went to a bookshop. And enjoyed their afternoon. When they left the bookshop, it was already night. The two of them is now standing in front of the entrance of the bookshop. "Let me walk you home," Kaneki said. "Alright," she replied. After about 10 minutes of walking they reached an underground subway. Both of them had stopped walking. The two of them were facing each other. The girl then started to walk nearer to the boy and hugged him. She then said thanks for today. They hugged each other for a while. Kaneki was enjoying the moment. But her eyes turned red. She then bit his neck and his moment was destroyed. "Ah!" he shouted. He fell down to the ground as blood started to run down from his shoulder. "Your flesh tastes delicious," she said, licking his blood on her lips. Kaneki was now in shock. She is a ghoul. He was dating with a ghoul and she is going to eat him. He got up using all the strengths he had. The girl kicked his left leg and broke it. He fell down to the ground again. He tried to get up. But he couldn't. He started to crawl on the ground and shouted, "K, keep away from me." "Why do I have to?" she asked. 4 tails appeared from her back. Her tails then wrapped around his broken leg and started to pull him back to her. She used all her 4 tails and pierced his chest. The boy screamed in pain. She wrapped him with her tails and threw him like a doll. He then crashed through the wall into a construction yard. "I am going to enjoy killing you," she said as she walked towards him. She then stopped in front of him. "Well, this is the end for you," she said. She rushed towards him to kill him. But before she could, loads of iron bars fell upon them and both fell unconscious. After about a day later, he woke up. One of his eyes had already turned into the ghoul's eye. Christmas special. The school bell rang and all the students ran out of the room. Our favorite blonde is still asleep in his chair. "Wake up, Naruto," said the girl beside him. "Oh, it is already finished." "Come on, Naruto. You are sleeping for about 3 hours. You didn't even wake up at break time." "Oh, why didn't you wake me up, Taka-chan? I thought you were awake and left the room. I only knew that you were asleep because you still haven't moved from your seat when I came back." Okay. Thanks for remembering me this time. Come on, let's go. We have a festival tonight." "What festival? I thought Christmas was tomorrow." "Well, Christmas is tomorrow. But in here we celebrate Christmas Eve too." "Oh. I am going to enjoy the festival tonight. So, are you coming with me?" she asked with a slight blush. "Oh, I'm okay. I will come with you," he answered with a slight blush. "So, see you later," she said as she ran to her house to prepare for their date. "Okay," he said as he waved at her. He just walked out of the class and started to walk around the town and waste some time. Or to give Taka some time to prepare. For him, he can just hinge. Well, that is always his way to change clothes without costing money. After about 1 hour, he returned to Taka's house to pick her up. He has now hinged into white shirt with orange collar and black pants. He removed his hit I-8 and put it in the pouch behind his hip. When he reached to her house, he knocked the door. The door then opened, revealing a beautifully dressed Taka. She was now wearing a pink and red shirt with a short purple skirt. I'm not good at describing people, so just image the clothes Taka wearing at the end I'm opening. Sorry about that. "Wow, you look so beautiful," said Naruto and continued staring at her with his jaws drop. Close your mouth a little." He then snapped out of his stupor. "Oh, sorry," he said. "It's okay. So, let's go," she said with a slight blush. "Alright, let's go," he said. Both of them walked out of the apartment and walked downstairs. He then held her hands. She blushed at his contact. She could feel the warmth coming from his hands. "Where do you want to go first?" he asked. "Okay, how about that?" she said as she ran towards a place. "Oh, welcome to the spinning wheel. If you can pop all the 10 bubbles with 10 needles, you can get one of these," the owner said as he showed many colorful and lovely teddy bears. "Okay," Naruto said as his hand went to pick up the needles. "But first 100 yens for one try," said the owner. He then handed him some money and grabbed 10 needles from both hands. The wheel started to spin. He then threw all the 10 needles instantly and all the 10 bubbles popped. The owner watched him with awe. How did you do that?" he asked. "I have my own ways. So can I get my prize now?" he asked. Here it is," he said as he gave him a teddy bear. The nearby girls were watching him with stars in their eyes. "I didn't know that you were that awesome," Taka said. "I am full of surprises, am I?" he said. "Yeah, you never stop surprising me. Here, take this," he said as he handed her his prize. "I know you will love it." "Oh, thanks, Naruto," she said with a blush as she took it from his hand. Nearby girls are now sending death glares to Taka. Some were saying that the bitch had taken their man. Both of them just ignored them and continued their date. "Anywhere else you want to go?" she asked. "I don't know, where do you want to go?" "Oh, I know," he said as he grabbed her hand and ran into a room. "Let's take some photos," he said with a smile. After a minute later, both of them came out of the room looking at their pictures and laughing. After that, both of them went to ride roller coaster. Taka was the one who suggested to ride. At first Naruto he was saying something about Orochimaru snakes. In his eyes, it looked like a giant snake. He was only saying that he didn't want to ride the giant snake. But Taka dragged him there. On the roller coaster, he was praying that he won't fall from there until Kurama told him that he can use chakra to stick himself to it. After the ride, he could only feel dizziness. "Ah, I am never ever gonna ride that again," he said, still feeling dizzy. "Oh, I didn't know you would be like this after a ride. Now you know, right?" She just nodded. Note to self. Never ask Naruto to ride a roller coaster again. He is now kneeling and hugging her leg, begging her to stop circling him. She was just standing still. But in his eyes, she was circling her. He then stood up as he recovered from his dizziness. "Alright, I am fine now. Let's go somewhere quiet." She just nodded. Both of them went under a tree and watched the sky. "Isn't the moon beautiful?" he asked. "Yeah, it is," she said as she looked at the moon. "I wish everything will become peace and quiet one day." She just looked at him. "I hope you are right," she said as she think about conflicts between ghouls and humans. "Hey, tomorrow is Christmas, right?" She nodded. "I have a gift for you." "Really? Another one?" "What do you mean another one?" he asked. "You have already given me this teddy," she said as she showed him the teddy bear he gave him. "Oh, yeah. So it will be another one. I also have one for you, but I won't tell you right now," she thought with a smile. "What are you smiling at?" he asked. Nothing," she said. "Okay." After about 20 minutes of enjoying the view in silence, Naruto said, "Hey, it is later now. You should go back to your house." She checked the time and said, "Oh, you are right." "Come on," he said as he grabbed her hand and walked her home. After about 10 minutes of walking, both of them stopped as they reached in front of her apartment's door. "Can you meet me at that tree again tomorrow 5 p.m?" she asked. "Alright, I will be there tomorrow, so see ya," he said. She then leaned towards him and kissed him on the cheeks. She whispered thanks for today into his ears. He blushed a little. She then ran into her house with a slight blush on her cheeks. Naruto was just stunned for a while. When he recovered back, he just ran back to his house and prepared his gift for her. For Taka, she just ran into her bedroom. Hugging the teddy bear that Naruto gave her. "I am really in love with him," she admitted to herself for the first time. She then slept thinking of what will Naruto give her tomorrow. The next day, he just trying to finish his gift for her. "Well, it is finished, I should take a nap." He has been doing this the whole day. He then took a nap. At 5 p.m., Taka was already at the place where both of them agreed to meet. "I think he is going too late," she said to herself. After about 1 hour later, she started to get angry. "Ah, he is late for 1 hour now," she said to herself. "I think I should go to his house," she thought to herself. She then walked to his house. At the same time, Naruto woke up and looked at the time. "Oh my god. I am late. Taka is going to kill me," he said. He then changed his clothes and rang to the door. He opened the door and rushed out. But unfortunately, he fell on the girl who was in front of his house. He was now lying on her. His head is lying on her breasts. At that time, Taka arrived his house and saw him lying on a girl. Her eyes widened at it and the box she was holding fell onto the ground. Tears started to well up in her eyes. She then ran away from him. Naruto then saw that. And went to the box which Taka dropped. When he opened it, he saw a green scarf with a letter for Naruto. He then grabbed it and ran after Taka. "Taka-chan, stop. It is not what you think," he shouted. "Don't come near me. Just go back to your girlfriend," she shouted back with teary eyes. "No, Taka-chan. She is not my girlfriend," he tried to explain. "I don't believe your lies. Stop tricking me," she said while running without looking the road ahead of her. She then tripped and before she could hit the snowy ground, Naruto caught her and both of them fell onto it. Naruto was now under Taka. "I am not tricking you, Taka-chan. I am telling the truth," he said. Then, he took out a box from his pouch and gave it her. "Here, it is my Christmas present for you," he said. She then opened the box and saw a locket necklace with their pictures. "I made it myself for you. I have something to say you, Taka-chan." She then looked up at his face. "I love you, Taka-chan." His hand cupped her chin. "I love you more than anything. I can't lose you," he said as he leaned closer to her and kissed her on the lips. She returned the kiss. After about a minute, both of them stopped for air. "I love you too, Naruto," she said softly to him. Then the earth started to shake violently. He then stood up and asked, is it only me or the earth is shaking? I think it is earthquake, she said as she stood up. Something is coming, said Kurama inside his mind. I know, he replied inside his mind. He has been sensing something is coming towards them. He then grabbed her hand to keep her steady from shaking. Then something came up from the ground and the shaking has already stopped. Naruto's eyes widened at it. Is that a coffin? Taka asked. Naruto didn't answer. And he continued looking at the coffin. The coffin then opened with a loud crash which then revealed a white-haired man with a large scroll behind him. Naruto's body started to shake and tears welled up in his eyes. His eyes shot opened. And the white-haired man walked out of the coffin, long time no see, Gaki. The Iro Senin. Chapter 7. The beginning of a half-ghoul. He woke up after 2 days later. He saw some food placed on a table beside him. He was hungry. So he picked it up and ate it. But it only tastes slimy for him. So he stopped eating and put it back to the table. Then the doctor came in and asked, how are you feeling now? I am fine. He replied. The doctor then looked at the food and asked, why don't you eat? You might be hungry. You have been unconscious for 2 days. He said. I don't want to. It just tastes slimy. He said. Oh, you will be alright again a few more days later. You can leave tomorrow if you want to, he said. Okay. Then the doctor left him. He just rested the whole day. The next day, after he had left the hospital, he walked back to his home. When he opened the door, he saw a package with a letter for Kaneki. He just smiled at it. His friend never forgets him. Hyde always cared about him. That's why Hyde is his best friend. He then opened the package and saw a lot of snacks. He took one of them and opened the TV. The woman from TV asked, can only ghouls eat human flesh? Yeah, answered the other man. Why can't they eat other food? Well, for them, those taste slimy. The only thing delicious for them is human flesh. That's why they only eat it. Kaneki's eyes widened at his answer. Everything he eats has been slimy during these days. He then ate the potato chips his friend gave. But it only tasted slimy and he spat those out. He then tried to eat again. But he spat them out again. He then rushed to the food package his friend gave. And he tried to eat one after another. He still couldn't eat anything, he spat out everything he ate because they all tasted slimy. He then ran towards his bathroom and looked into the mirror. One of his eyes was already turned into red. He then grabbed his coat and ran outside. And he started to walk around the city. While he was crossing a street, he started to felt hungry as he saw humans walking around him. He tried to grab a girl next to him. But he stopped himself and ran away. Why? Why am I happening like this? He shouted. He then smelled something delicious. Wow, it is just like my mother's cooking, he thought as he ran straight towards the place he smells. He then saw a ghoul eating a human. Yo. You want some? He asked as he gave him a hand of a human. No, this can't be happening. I am not a ghoul. He shouted himself as he backed away from the ghoul. Then another ghoul with orange hair came and asked, what are you doing in my hunting zone? As he kicked the head of the ghoul. And the head fell from his shoulders and rolled over to Kaneki. At the same time. Hey Taka-chan, where are you going? He asked as he followed her. Oh, I need to eat, you know, she said. Oh, I completely forgot that you were a ghoul. I think so. Hey, you know, if you are hungry, you can hey, is that a ghoul or a human? He asked as he pointed at a boy with a blue coat. And one of his eyes is red. I don't know, let's go and see, she said as both of them followed the running boy. Back with Kaneki. The orange-haired ghoul then came nearer to him. Where's your other red eye? I have never seen someone like you before. But more importantly, you know what happens when you get caught on someone else's territory, right? He asked as he rushed to him and slammed him against the wall, holding him from the throat. And no, I didn't know, I just happened to be passing by, he replied. Okay, imagine this. Your girlfriend is naked and lying on the ground. There's a guy there with his pants down, he turns around and says to you, I wasn't doing anything, I just happened to be here. That's exactly what I am getting from you right now. If it were up to me, I'd blow his brains out. That's why I'm going to kill you, because you trespassed on my hunting zones. Whose hunting zones did you say? Said Taka as she arrived behind him with Naruto. Since when were these your hunting zones, Nishiki? Taka, isn't Rise dead? Now that Rise is gone, the responsibility of allocating hunting zones to the weaker ghouls and those at the 20th ward falls on Antiku's shoulders. She said as her eyes turned red. Are you serious? A bunch of fence-sitter like those of you have no right to make decisions for others. This was my hunting zone before Rise came. Because you were too weak. Getting told off by some younger overconfident little punk really pisses me off, he said as he changed into his ghoul form. Does it now? She asked as she walked towards him. Naruto was just watching them. Enough is enough, he shouted as he rushed towards her and tried to hit her. But she dodged him and cut him at his face. You will have to cut deeper than that, he said. Suddenly, many cuts appear at his legs and hands. Should I cut a little deeper next time? She asked. He then ran away. She then looked at the boy in front of her who was looking at a corpse. You want this? She asked as she picked up a hand of a dead body. His hand tried to reach it. But he stopped himself. You are not gonna eat? She asked. And one of your eyes is normal, she then remembered. You are the one with eyes. Why weren't you eaten? Wait, that eye. Please help me. He said. I know you are not going to believe this, but I swear I am a human. And I still want to devour it so badly. But if I do, I will become a ghoul. If you're in that much pain, then eat, she said as she gave him. He then grabbed it from her hands. No. No way. I'll never do it. He shouted. There is no way I can eat something like that, he said. What is this? What is it to be a ghoul? Killing people each other. I am not like that. I am a human. That's ridiculous. Why don't you just give in? If you don't have nerve to eat, she said as she picked up another hand of a dead body. Then I will give you a hand, she said as she rushed towards him and forced it in his mouth. He then swallowed it. He then lost conscious. Naruto was just watching them without interfering. He then walked towards her. Isn't that a little rough? He asked. Well, that's the only way to help him, she said. Aren't you afraid of these dead bodies or don't you feel anything? She asked. No, I don't. The place I came from has something like these too. I think we should take him to Antiku, he said as he pointed at the unconscious boy. I don't know. If you think so, let's take him. But you carry him, she said. I know I will carry him. Let's go, she said. Both of them arrived back at the Antiku and both of them walked into the manager's office. Oh hey old man, this guy needs some help. He is some kind of ghoul. But he is not a ghoul. He said as he put him down on a bed. What do you mean? He asked. Well, he has one ghoul eye, but the other is just normal human eye, Naruto answered. I see, so this must be it, the manager said. What do you mean? Taka asked. Do you remember the story about an organ transplant that's been on the news recently? The one where 2 students were crushed under some kind of steel loads. The doctor decided to transplant the deceased girl's organs to the young man's body, who was barely alive. But the girl that died in that accident was, she said. It was Rise-chan. The manager said. Wait. You couldn't possibly mean, she said. Yes. He is that very young man. The manager said. Wait a minute, guys. What are you guys talking about? Naruto asked confusedly. Don't you watch news, you idiot? She asked as she smacked his head. Sorry, I don't even have a home, you know. Naruto said as he rubbed a place where Taka hid. The doctor transplanted the organs of a ghoul into him. The manager said. But that's just absurd. Taka said. I've never seen anything like it before, but he may be turning into one of us. The manager said. Anyway, we should talk to him when he woke up. I am going up. See you tomorrow, Taka-chan, Naruto said as he walked upstairs. You should go to bed too, Taka-chan. Today has been a busy day for you. The manager said. She just went upstairs. She then entered her house and saw Naruto preparing to sleep. Oh hey Taka-chan, you know, you still haven't eaten, he said. Oh, you are right. I think I will go hunting tomorrow. You still remember what I was saying before these things happen? No, she said confusedly. Well, I was saying that you can have me if you are hungry. I am a fast healer. Her eyes widened at it. What are you saying? You will die if I eat you. Are you out of your mind? No, I am not. But I really heal fast. He then took out a kunai from his pouch and cut his finger. Instantly his finger regrew. What the hell? I have never seen a human who heals this fast. She said. I told you I really heal first. If you eat just a part of my body right now, I will regrow back in the morning. I know you are hungry, Taka-chan. You haven't eaten since the last time I saw you eating. Are you really sure about this? She asked. He just nodded. She then leaned towards him and bit his neck. Ouch, he said as she started to eat his neck and shoulder. I got this idea from Rosario plus Vampire in that an Moko always bite Tsukune's neck for blood. I don't know this is good or not. But, I will just add it. Man, you ate a lot, he said. Sorry, I got carried away, she said with a slight blush. She then looked at the place she ate and saw that it already had started to heal. Wow, you are already healing? She asked surprisingly. I already told you that I am fast at healing, he said. You never stop surprising me, she said. He just gave her his foxy grin. Well, see you tomorrow, Naruto, she said as she ran into her bedroom. He then lay onto his couch and said, tomorrow is going to be an interesting day as he slept. The next morning, Naruto walked downstairs and saw the boy woke up. Yo, you awake? He asked as he sat beside him. He then remembered him. You're that guy from yesterday. Oh, so you noticed me. How did I get here? He asked. Well, Taka-chan brought you back here. He then put his finger into his mouth and saw his finger came out with some blood. I've been consumed by my hunger the entire time. I was so hungry I thought I might die. I didn't even know what I was doing. But now, that hunger is completely gone. That blood that was in my mouth, please tell me, what did you do while I was asleep? He asked. Then a voice from behind them answered, there is only one way to satisfy a ghoul's hunger. You know what that is, right? Both of them turned around to see the manager of Antiku. If you had starved any longer, you would have killed someone. You have to accept what you are. I don't want to hurt anyone, he said while crying. That's why I can't be around anyone anymore. But I can't enter the world of ghouls, either. As someone who's neither human nor ghoul, I am all alone. There is nowhere I can call home now. The manager then opened the lights and said, you are wrong. You are both ghoul and human. You are the one and only person who holds a place in both of these worlds. Come over to Antiku. I am certain that it'll lead you to a path where you can hold your own. I also want you to understand us better. To see whether or not we're just ravenous monsters. How about it? Why don't we start off by learning how to brew a delicious cup of coffee? The manager asked. Well, do you have faith in someone like me? He asked. Somewhere at the rooftop. Is it a place where you see a blonde-haired boy jumping whenever he saw you? Asked an old man. Yeah. Said the two police officers. The last time we saw, he was with a purple-haired girl. Said one of them. Did you see their faces? No, we only see their hair, and the boy is always wearing some kind of orange jumpsuit. His eyes widened. Naruto Uzumaki, could you be stranded in here just like me, thought the old man whose right eye is covered with bandages and without a right arm. Chapter 8. The mystery begins. Unknown location. Thank you very much, said a man as he walked away from his chair to leave the room. Take care, said the other man who is sitting on a chair. Next patient please, he asked. Suddenly a man crushed through his door and fell onto his table. Knock, knock, I finally found you, said a big man with white coat as he walked into the room. Imori. I seem to have misplaced that nifty little toy you made for me. I want you to prepare a replacement. Of course. Good, I'll be back. He said as he left the room. Then the curtain behind the doctor opened and revealed his wife and daughter. Dear. At Antiku. Slowly now, said the manager as he watched a boy trying to make a cup of coffee. There is no need to rush, just keep up those spirals. Alright, said the boy with a wide eye patch. He then drank his coffee. How was it? Asked the manager. If I were to compare it to yours, this cup doesn't quite hit the mark. He said. Each cup of coffee is unique, that it reflects the amount of effort poured into it. Like when dealing with people, coffee doesn't like to be rushed. The manager said. I see. There is something you need to consider. Antiku isn't just your average coffee house. It's also a place where the ghouls of the 20th ward can interact and feel at home. Of course, we also gladly serve human customers here. Just as we once did for you, right? But if ghouls are trying their hardest to blend in with society, why would you go out of your way to serve human customers as well? It is important to understand human behavior in order to inhabit the world they live in. Humans are living, breathing textbooks for ghouls like us. Besides, I like them, the manager said with a smile. Alright, I think it's about time I send you down to give Taka-chan a hand. Alright, he said as he walked down. He then saw Naruto, Taka and his friend Hyde. Yohei Kaneki. Naruto and Hyde greeted him. Hyde. What are you doing here? He asked. I came here to have a coffee, of course. When did you start working here? Since today, he said. Are you okay now? He just nodded. When will you come back to school? I don't know, maybe tomorrow. Alright Kaneki, I'll catch you later. Hyde said as he walked out of the cafe. Oh hey Taka-chan, I have to go somewhere else. So, I will be back later, okay? Naruto said. She just nodded. He then left them. Make sure he doesn't find out about your ghoul situation, she said to him. I know. If he catches even the slightest whine about us, I will slaughter him on the spot. What? But that's. If you don't want that to happen, keep your mouth shut. So what about Naruto? He doesn't smell like a ghoul. Well, he is just a different matter. Cling. The doorbell rang and two women came in. More like a woman and a girl. Welcome. Taka greeted. Taka-chan, said the older woman. Ryoko-san. Kaneki, towels. She ordered him. He then grabbed some towels and gave those to the older woman. I am sorry to bother you like this. Don't worry, it's nothing. Hanami, it's been a while. The younger girl just leaned closer to her mother. Hanami. Where is Yoshimura-san? The older woman asked. Inside, answered Taka. Thank you very much, she said as she walked to the manager's office. They are ghouls, right? He asked. That's Fuguchi-san. We'll be taking care of her from now on. Taking care of? Yeah, it's a bit of a long story. Story? What happened? Seriously? Shut up. You are not even good for anything. She shouted. I'm well aware of that. Oh, did the manager tell you something? Huh? About the guys who walk around with those big suitcases. At CCG. This is the current status of the 11th ward, said the head of the CCG as he showed on the monitor. These patterns clearly indicate the start of organized movements. At this rate, it'll only be a matter of time until a war is waged. That concludes my report. Does anyone else have anything further? He asked. Then someone in the crowd raised up his hand and stood up. Amon Kaudaru, first-class investigator. I'll start with this. He said as he showed some kind of pliers. I believe everyone is aware of the incident that happened a week ago, where Jason from the 13th ward contacted with an S-rated ghoul from the 20th ward, a binge eater. This piece of evidence was left behind at the crime scene. And that is? Asked the head. A pair of medical pliers, tailored for ghouls, supposedly. Upon further analysis, we have identified it as a quink weapon. Jason's objective is currently unknown. Those ghouls might be planning something in 20th ward. I expected nothing less from the academy's top student. Good for you, Mado. Having such a reliable partner gives you more time to play with your toys, no? Fortunately so. Now, if you could just get this over, I'd be spending my time on something far more productive, said the weird-looking man. Blunt as ever, I see. Alright, I want you guys to stay on top of things in the 20th ward. Got it. Hi, said Amon. Our purpose here at CCG is to eradicate every last ghoul from Tokyo. That is the one and only responsibility that we have been entrusted with. Even now, the fact remain the same. Alright, let's focus and get right to it. Yes sir, everyone in the room shouted. This meeting is now adjourned. Dismissed. Back at Antiku. Here, try this, said the manager as he gave Kaneki a sandwich. He tried to eat it. But he just threw up. Manager, I'm sorry, but this is just like a dried up sponge and socks after an intense workout. The manager just laughed. That's quite a vivid imagination. He said as B picked up a sandwich and ate it. The trick is to swallow it whole without chewing. Pretend to chew and then swallow it. But throw it back before your body digests it. It is bad for health otherwise. With a little more practice, you can eat with your friend again. I will do my best. I have a gift for you, he said as he gave him a bottle of sugar cubes. Sugar cubes. They're a bit different on the inside. Dissolve it in coffee and drink it. They will keep your hunger for a little while. Thanks, by the way, is Naruto a ghoul or a human? Well, he smells like a ghoul. But he is a bit different. Normally, we just accept ghouls as workers. But he is a different matter. Oh. Listen, Kaneki-kun, can I trouble you to stay late today? Oh, of course. I don't mind. I usually ask Taka-chan, but she is busy studying for a test. I'd like you to go procure some food in her stead. He procure some food? He asked, thinking about hunting humans. I can't kill anyone. He shouted. Worry not, you won't be harming anyone. We provide food for ghouls who don't want to hunt people. Oh. Then would you mind taking it up with Naruto-kun for me? Alright. At that night. Yo Kaneki, sorry I am late. I got lost in road of life. Oh, okay. Both of them started walking in silence until Kaneki asked, hey Naruto, how long have you known Taka-chan? About 2 weeks ago, I guess. Isn't she kind of scary? Scary? I don't think so. She is kind of cute to me. He said with a smile. Aren't you afraid of us? I know you are a human. But you didn't seem like you are afraid of ghouls. He asked. Why should I? Tell me a reason why should I afraid of my friends? You guys are my precious people and I will do everything I can to protect you guys. He said with a foxy grin. Oh, by the way, where are we heading? You will see later. About 20 minutes of walking they reached a cliff. Wow, this is pretty high up. Kaneki said as he put his hands on the fence. Don't do that, Naruto said. Huh? He then fell from the cliff. Man, Naruto said as he dived down to grab him. He then caught Kaneki in midair and landed on the ground softly. How did you jump this high? He asked. I have my own ways. He said with a grin. Kaneki then saw a dead body and shouted. Keep quiet. A lot of people die here. Many of them come to throw their lives away. So people of Antiku chose to eat suicide victims. He just looked at the dead body with horror. Okay, let's pack him in and get out of here. Naruto said. Naruto then packed it up. How will we get up there again? Kaneki asked. Naruto just smiled and gave him the package. Here, hold this. Naruto then picked him up and started walking vertically up the wall. Soon both of them reached the top again. How can you walk like that? I told you before, I have my own ways, he said with a foxy grin. Come on, let's go back, he said as both of them went back to Antiku. The next morning, while Kaneki was washing a dish, the manager said, I think you will need a mask. A mask, huh? Yes. I think you should have your own. I see. Then a girl came across them. Aka-chan, said the manager. Yes. Would you mind helping Kaneki-kun out with his mask this afternoon? What? Just when I finally landed a day off, too. Why don't you ask Naruto to help him? Well, he said he had to go somewhere else this afternoon. I wonder why he has been busy these days. He doesn't come to school too. But why the eye patch would need a mask? She said as she pointed at Kaneki. Aka-chan, there are investigators in the 20th ward. Doves? She asked. The manager nodded. They have already damaged. I would like to prepare one for him just in case. Hey eye patch, meet me in the train station tomorrow, 1:30. Miss it by a minute, you're dead to me. Hi. At 1:30 p.m. Kaneki was waiting her at the train station. Someone then kicked him in the back. Geez, what? Said Kaneki. She then started walking and Kaneki followed her. Then Taka entered a shop and shouted Yuta-san. She then saw a certain blonde-haired boy talking with a man full of tattoo. Naruto. What are you doing here? I am taking my order. He said as he showed her his kitsune mask. When did you know about this place? I have my own ways, he said with a foxy grin. You always say that whenever I ask a question about you, she said. Oh Kaneki, come in. This is Yuta-san. He'll make a mask for you. Taka said and Kaneki came in. That's me, said the man. I am Kaneki. It's nice to meet you. You smells different, said the man as he sniffed around him. The 20th ward is normally peace and quiet. No doves check us out. Maybe they are here because of Rise's impact. Tsukiyama seems to be pushing his luck lately too. She said. Ah yes, that guy. Sit over there. I'll take your measurements. He said as he pointed a chair. Both of them went to the chair to take some measurements and Q&A. Hey Naruto, where have you been these days? You don't even come to school. Well, it is kind of complicated. I am kinda sensing someone different these days. And I am trying to find out who he is. What do you mean sensing someone? And why do you need to find out? Well, it is a long story. I will explain you later. You are always secretive. Why don't you just open up? Well, sorry about that. I can't do that. Knowing more about me can cause you trouble. But I promise you that I will tell you one day and I never break my promise. That's my Nindo. He said with a thumb up. Nindo? She asked confusedly. Well, people from our village are mostly ninjas or shinobi. We live as a shinobi. So we all have our Nindo. Oh, she just said thinking about what he said. Then the Kaneki came back. Oh, you are back. So why don't we go back to Antiku, Naruto said. They all nodded and left the shop. On their way home, Naruto was just talking and smiling with Taka and Kaneki was following them from behind. He was thinking what about his little talk with Naruto from yesterday and why he can do extraordinary things. He then remembered about the two women who came to their cafe. Aka-chan, what exactly is Hinami-chan's situation like? He asked. Is there any use in you knowing something like that? She asked. I want to know if there is something I can do. Now she has to live away from her father now, so she must be anxious. She isn't usually like this. She is now in danger, so we have to protect her. So that's how it is, he said. What are you guys talking about? Naruto asked. She is just a girl who moved to our cafe last 2 days ago. Why didn't I know about that? They came in just after you left. So, you missed them. Oh, I wonder why I was in rush. You idiot, how would I know why you were in rush if you didn't even know yourself? Oh, you are right. Aka, she said as she sighed. Aka-chan, what are those masks used for? Kaneki asked. You came without even knowing what they're for? Yeah. She just sighed and said if you ever bump into a couple of doves, you don't want them catching even a glimpse of your face. What will happen if they see my face? They will behead you, she said with an evil glare. Be beheaded? Asked the sweating Naruto. Still think she is cute, Naruto? Asked Kaneki. No, not anymore. Why, you are right. She is scary. Answered the shaking Naruto. She just sighed and continued walking back to the cafe. When they arrived at the cafe, Kaneki thought that he should get along with the girl and he walked to her room. He then opened the door and saw Hinami having her meal. Her mouth was covered in blood. He then fell to the ground in horror. Take your time, he said as he stood up and ran back to the bar. You saw her eating, then? Enji Koma said as he finished making his coffee. Kaneki just nodded. That's no good. Girls are sensitive when they come to that stuff. I see. Here, take this and bring this up and apologize as well, he said as he gave him a cup of coffee. Kaneki then took it to her room, knocked the door and asked Hinami-chan, may I come in? Yes, said the girl. He then opened the door and walked into the room. Sorry about that earlier. Here, as an apology. He said as he put the cup of coffee down on the table. You Oni-san, which one are you? She asked. I am sorry. You are completely different from everyone else. If you were one of us, I'd be able to tell from miles away. She said again. Let's just say I have a mind of a human and body of a ghoul. He then saw a picture of a panda with a scarf and said that is a pretty cute drawing. What kind of animal is it? It is my father. She girl said with a slight blush. Why you did a really good job on him. He said. I hope you will be able to see him soon. He said again. She just smiled at him. He then saw the book in her hands and asked, is that monochrome of rainbows? Huh? Oh, yeah. Hanami-chan, you read Takatsuki's books. That's impressive, given how tough they are to read. Oh, but they are short stories, so I guess they're relatively easier. Hanami-chan, which story is your favorite? You Small Rain Nighttime. Small Rain Nighttime? Oh, you mean Showers at Sunset. That was the prototype for Egg of the Black Goat. Prototype? Showers at Sunset. You How do you read this? She asked as she pointed out a word in the book. That's hydrangea. Hydrangea? Like a flower? Yes. Then what about this one? She asked as she pointed out another word. That's written like thin ice, but pronounced like black ice. Black ice? She then wrote down the words she just learned. I don't go to school, so I write down the things I learn here. You know, I can teach you new words like this every now and then. Really? She asked with joy. Of course. Thank you Oni-chan. Then someone crashed the door in front of them. Ouch, Taka-chan really hit her. Said the guy. Naruto? What happened? Asked Kaneki. Well, I just pranked Taka-chan and she punched me through the door. That's your fault for pranking Taka. Naruto got up from the floor and saw a girl in front of him sitting with Kaneki. Oh, you must be Hinami that Kaneki talked earlier. She just nodded. Well, nice to meet you, Hinami-chan. I am Naruto Uzumaki. He said with a foxy grin. I am Hinami Fukuchi, nice to meet you Naruto Oni-chan. What are you doing with Kaneki? He is teaching me some new words. Really? Isn't learning boring? Hey, learning is not boring. Shouted Kaneki. For me it is boring he said with a yawn. Wanna have some real fun? Naruto asked Hinami. She just nodded. He then picked her up piggyback style. And started jumping from rooftops to rooftops. Air was blowing against her face and it was like riding an airplane without screens, except that she was now riding Naruto. See? This is fun. This is nothing like reading a book. Isn't this cool? Yeah you are right Naruto Oni-chan. But how did you do it? Well, I have my own ways. He said with a foxy grin. The same time at the Antiku. Taka came into the room and saw Kaneki only and asked where did Naruto go? She asked with a furious tone. He just left with Hinami-chan. What the hell is that idiot doing? He said something about having real fun and took her. I am going to find that idiot she said as she left him. Back with Naruto and Hinami. After about an hour of jumping from rooftops to rooftops. He stopped at a rooftop. Had enough fun? He asked. Yeah, I have never experienced like this before. While they were talking something white came up from the ground. And tried to hit him from the back. He noticed that and suddenly picked Hinami and dodged the attack and landed on a tree. What the hell? He said. Then he looked at what attacked him. He saw a very familiar white thing. How did you get here? It is impossible for you to get here. He shouted as he got into his fighting stance. Naruto Uzumaki, nothing is impossible. Chapter 9. Calm before the storm. Naruto Uzumaki, nothing is impossible. But you do not belong here. You still don't know anything, Naruto Uzumaki. Soon you will find out. The white thing said as it dissolved into the roof and disappeared. Naruto Oni-chan, what is it? Asked the confused girl. Well, it is something from my home village. Don't worry about it. I will always protect you. She just nodded. He then gave her something from his pouch. Hey keep this and if something happens do this he then whispered her what to do in her ears. Alright? He asked. Oh okay, said the confused girl. Come on, let's go back to Antiku he said as he picked her up piggyback style and ran back to the Antiku. Naruto, when did you learn that technique? Kurama asked. Well, before I could use your chakra, I received a scroll from Tsunade Bachan. I also had plenty of time so I learned that technique. Oh, why didn't I even know this? You might be busy taking your eternal sleep. By the way Kurama, how did Zetsu get to another dimension? I don't know, Kit. But, this might cause a big trouble in future. Do you think it is the only Zetsu or there might be many more? At the 4th Shinobi War, we killed most of them. So maybe he is the last one or there might be more than one. I also sensed some kind of large chakra reserve when I was in Sage mode. But normally, people from here are not that large. Could it be that someone from the elemental nations is also here? How can I know? Stop asking me what I don't know. We both see and know what each other knows only. So stop asking too much about this world. Stupid oversized furball, he said. You little. Naruto then cut the metal link between them. Back at the Antiku. Where did you take her, you idiot? She said as she saw the two of them walked into the cafe. Well, I'm having some fun. He said. She just sighed. I have been looking for you everywhere. Where have you been? Well, nowhere special. And why are you looking for me? You have to go to school tomorrow or you are gonna get expelled. Oh, okay. Thanks for informing me. And you are troubling yourself just to inform this to me. Why yeah, so what? She shouted with a red face. Nothing. So see you tomorrow. I am gonna sleep. He said as he walked upstairs. The next morning at Antiku. Don't you go to school, Naruto? The manager asked. Nah, I don't want to go today. He said as he continued washing a dish. Oh, Naruto-kun, I am letting you a day off for today. I've asked Kaya-chan to take over. Oh, okay. Naruto-kun, why don't you check up on Taka-chan? She is feeling a bit unwell today. She doesn't even go to school and she told me to go yesterday. He said with a pout. Well, she doesn't go only one day well you don't go for about a week. Yeah, you are right. Anyway, I am going upstairs to see her. See ya old man. He said as he waved at the man and ran upstairs. He then saw a young woman when he opened the door. Oh hello, you must be Ryako Fukuchi. I am Naruto Uzumaki. Oh you must be the one that Hinami talked about riding a human airplane yesterday. Really? Human airplane? What is airplane anyway? He thought. Please take care of Hinami while I am away, Naruto-san. She said as she bowed at him. Hey, you don't need to be like this, Ryako-san. Don't worry about that. I will take care of her. Thank you, I am going to take my leave. She said as she walked away from him. He then walked into room and saw Taka and Hinami. Hey Taka-chan, Hinami-chan he said as he waved at them. Good morning Naruto Oni-chan greeted Hinami. Naruto, why don't you go to school? Well, I don't want to. You don't even go to school. You baka, I just don't go one day. You don't go to school for about a week by now. Whatever, hey Hinami-chan, reading some boring books again. Hinami just nodded. Hey, stop spoiling her, Naruto. Hey, then the doorbell rang. I will go check it. Taka said as she walked to the door and opened the door. Why Yuriko? What's up? Sorry for suddenly showing up like this. I was worried since you missed school today, Taka-chan. Oh, so you came to see me? Hadn't she then saw someone behind her? Naruto-kun. No way. Taka-chan, you said he wasn't your you couldn't possibly be. Taka then looked back and saw Naruto standing. It is not like what you th. Taka-chan, I made this for you. Share it with him. She said as she gave her a pot. Hold on, you've got it all wrong. Hey Yuriko, why? Before she could finish, she closed the door and left them. Hey, what happened? Naruto asked confusedly. She just sighed. You idiot. She then put the pot down and opened it. Are you sure you are going to eat it? He asked. Of course, Yuriko made it for me. She said. But that will worsen your condition. Thanks for the food she said as she started eating. I wonder where Kaneki is. But Kaneki. He was just walking around the town and saw two men beating up someone. Excuse me. The three men then looked at him. Don't you think he had enough? Is this piece of shit called Nishiki a friend of yours or something? One of the men asked. Can you do us a favor and get lost? We are going to cannibalize him. The other man said as he walked towards him. The man then punched at him. But Kaneki dodged his punch and punched him back in the face. He then grabbed a nearby iron bar, aimed it at his stomach and hit him. The other man then came and kicked him. He just dodged him, kicked him in the face. He picked up a wooden bat and hit his head with it. The bat broke and the man fell down to the ground. He then went to Nishiki. You alright? He asked. He then helped him get up and carried him to his home. When they reached his home, a red-haired girl then said Nishiki-kun, where have you been? As she carried him to his room. You're all beaten up again. She said. I'm so hungry it's driving me insane he said. She then looked at the boy with anger. Let it go, Kimmy. But this guy is. I know the shitty little brat who turned my insides out. He then fell unconscious. Kimmy-san, you're a human, right? What are you doing with a ghoul? I want him by my side. The girl replied. Even though he takes the lives of other people. As long as he doesn't harm my parents or siblings, I'm sure that my feelings won't change. He needs to eat after all. I see. Kaneki-kun, is there anything I can do for him? She asked. If he doesn't eat any flesh, then he'll most likely. But what am I supposed to do about that? She asked as she cried. Kimmy-san, I will do my best to help him. Thank you she said. "Excuse me, I am going to take my leave," he said as he left the room. After he had left, she went shopping to buy some things needed for Nishiki. After she had bought what she needed, she left the shop. But on the way home, someone grabbed her from behind. At night at Antiku. He locked the door and sat on a couch. "I guess there really are humans who choose to stay with ghouls, despite the risks," he thought. He then saw a letter and picked it up. A rose and a note. He thought. "Dear Kaneki-kun, let us share a most enjoyable dinner at midnight. The woman you were speaking with earlier will certainly delight in your company. How does a pleasant evening with just the three of us?" The letter says. "Kimi-san." He then heard the bell rang and saw Nishiki. Kimi still hasn't come home. He then gave her a note he received earlier. "Damn it, why would Tsukiyama, why did this have to happen? Why? I am the one Tsukiyama-san is after. I will accept his invitation and bring Kimi-san back with me. I am coming with you," Nishiki said. "Don't be ridiculous. You are in no condition. I have to go." Both of them went to the place where Tsukiyama asked for. "Kaneki-kun, are you a fan of Beethoven?" "Tsukiyama?" shouted Nishiki. "Nishio-kun, I don't recall inviting you. Give Kimi back to me." "Unfortunately, that's not possible. She shall add a dynamic spice here at tonight's banquet. I want Kaneki-kun to devour her and I will devour him. That's what I want." "You queer piece of shit," said Nishiko. "You're sick," said Kaneki. "Sick? I must say, this is quite a shock." "Well, if that's how you really feel, Kaneki-kun, everything I do is entirely your fault. Take responsibility for your actions," he said as he rushed towards Kaneki. "Do you realize how delicious you are?" Nishiki pouched him, but he blocked and uppercut his jaw. He flew up and crashed on the bunches. "You can take it nice and easy over there," he said. Kaneki tried to punch him. But he kept dodging every of his punches. "Still clumsy, I see." He then caught his fist. "Let me show you how to fight," he said as he punched him. Kaneki was sent flying back to the door. "That's call a punch." Kaneki then rushed at him and kicked him. He just dodged and kicked Kaneki back. He was sent crashing to a bunch. "And this is call a kick. Let's see now, what kind of attack would you like to next?" Then someone jumped and sliced him at his eyes. "How about this one? Your plain, old, sneak attack?" the newcomer asked. "Taka-chan," shouted Kaneki. My, things are certainly taking a turn for the worst," said Tsukiyama. "Oh, it has been so long since I've gotten a scratch," he said as he looked at the girl. "I'm gonna put my foot so far up your ass that you won't be eating for a week, Tsukiyama," she said as she stretched her hands. "What a dirty mouth you have there, Kirishima-san," said the man as he cleaned the blood around his eyes. "He is not hurt," shouted Kaneki as he got up from the floor. "You used to be as sharp as a blade. But it seems you're a dull blade now. Otherwise, this injury would have taken longer than 10 seconds to heal. That was just a friendly greeting. Instantly crushing you to a pulp would be extremely boring, right? My goodness, you sure are a handful. Through. I suppose that's what makes you so cute," he said as he take off his jacket. He then rushed to her and kicked him. She dodged it and his kick crashed the bunch behind her. She kicked him back, but he blocked it with his hands. "Your reactions are as quick as ever." She then constantly tried to hit him, but he just kept dodging her punches. At last, one of her kicks hit his face and he fell down. "You sicken me," she said as she raised her leg for the final blow. But suddenly Kaneki kicked him in the jaw and said, "I refuse to be eaten as someone's fancy meal. I am taking Kimi-san with me." A splendid kick, Kaneki-kun. Then both of them kick him from both sides. "Oh dear me," he said as he caught Kaneki's leg with left hand and kicked Taka in her stomach before their kicks could hit them. He then broke his leg. Kaneki fell to the floor in pain. He then punched him in the stomach. And his hand went through his stomach. Blood started to pour from Kaneki's stomach. He then licked the blood and shouted, "Absolutely outstanding. What a divine flavor this is. Oh God, it exceeds even my wildest dreams. At last I seek even greater pleasure. Finally the time has come." Then Taka tried to kick his head from behind. He just blocked it. "With the power you possessed. You were breathtaking back then. Now you are just a flickering flame. Something has ignited the heat in your eyes," he said as his Kakaku Kagyun appeared from his back and twined around his right hand. He then struck his weapon into her chest. Before it could pierce her chest, someone grabbed it. "I think that's enough." Blood started to drip down from his hand. "And Naruto?" said the girl. Naruto then kicked him in the face and sent him flying back to the bunches. He looked at Taka and asked, "You alright, Taka-chan?" She just nodded. "Well, from the look of it, Kaneki isn't really fine," he said as he looked at the lying boy. "Didn't I warn you not to eat Yuriko's cooking, Taka-chan?" he asked the girl. "Don't worry. I will handle him," he said. "Are you sure, Naruto? He is an S-rank ghoul," He is not like the boys you fought about 2 weeks ago. I will be fine. Just sit back and enjoy the show. He said as he looked at the man who was trying to standing up. Ouch, you really kick hard. I have never seen you before. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. You know, there is only one type of people I don't forgive. That type is the ones who hurt my friends. He said with Kurama's voice. The room temperature suddenly dropped. Tsukiyama then rushed towards Naruto to pierce him with his weapon. Naruto just took out a kunai from his back pouch and blocked it. Let's see if you could heal faster than I can cut. He said as he started to cut him at his hands, legs and faces. Tsukiyama just flipped backward to avoid from Naruto's hits. But Naruto threw a shuriken and said shuriken kage bushin no jutsu. Soon the shuriken he threw was accompanied by 20 other clone shuriken which were flying towards Tsukiyama. His body was already covered in cuts and bruises. He started to heal his injuries. Before he could finish his healing process, Naruto shunshin behind him and cut his right hand. It is gonna take an awfully long time to heal. He shouted. Tsukiyama then started to walk towards Kaneki-kun, for God's sake just one bite. Just one, but before he could finish his sentence Naruto kicked him on the back and he fell down. Well, this will keep him down for now. Naruto said. Kaneki and Tauka were watching him with shock expressions. How did you do those? She asked. Well, I have my own ways. He said with a grin as he walked towards her. On his walk he saw orange-haired man lying on the crashed bunches. Hey, why is he lying there? He asked as he pointed him. He then slapped his face and said, hey buddy, wake up. The man then woke up and shouted, Kimmy, what happened to Kimmy? Relax, everything is fine. Except the fact that Kaneki has a big hole on his stomach which will heal soon enough. The orange-haired man then got up and rushed towards Kimmy. Naruto just walked back to Tauka. I know what you are thinking, Tauka-chan. You don't need to kill her. He said as he patted her shoulder. What if she will tell CCG? She asked. You know Tauka-chan, sometimes you have to believe in each other. You just have to believe in her just like you believed in me. But how can you be so sure she won't tell anyone? Well, my instinct. You believe in her because of your instinct. Alright Tauka-chan, I will tell you. I have been following Kaneki today and I found out about Nishiki-san and Kimi-san. Kimi-san accepted Nishiki-san even she knew he was a ghoul. That's why I believe in her. Hey, you said you have been following him. And how can you be at the two places at the same time? If my memories serve correctly, you were with me the whole time. Oh, crap. You should have thought about it before you told her. Said Kurama. Shut up. Naruto, explain about how you follow him if you were with me the whole time. Man, I guess I have no choice. Come here, I will tell you. He said as the girl walked nearer to him. You see what I did to the shuriken? She nodded. Well, I cannot even clone objects. I can also clone myself. And everything my clone learns returns to me. Her eyes widened at this fact. What the hell? How do you do this? Well, I told you before, people from our village train to use chakra. I use chakra to perform tricks like that. She just nodded. And hey, don't tell anyone about this. I can't let anyone knows about my clone jutsu. Let this be the secret between us. Alright. Okay, I won't tell anyone. Come on, let's help Kaneki and get out of here. He said as he walked towards Kaneki. Let me lend you a hand. He said as he helped him to get up. The three of them walked towards the door. Then someone said let me come with you. They then turned around and saw Nishiki with Kimi. The next morning at Antiku. Everything went well after the last night event. Nishiki had talked with the manager and joined them at the cafe. For Naruto, he was still sleeping. He was a bit tired because of the yesterday event, or maybe just because of he is lazy. Aoka was still upstairs in her bedroom thinking about chakra that Naruto said. Naruto said something about black chakra that he saw in every ghouls. She still couldn't know what black chakra is. She has never seen it before. He said that she had it. But he also don't know how it is different from normal blue chakra. Whenever she finds out something about Naruto, it never ceases to surprise her. Kaneki was washing the dishes. He then heard his friend Hyde said, why did you decide to work at Antiku? I have my reasons. Said Nishio. Don't tell me you are after Tauka-chan, Hyde said. Like I'd have any interest in that witless girl. Speaking of Tauka-chan, where is she anyway? Said Nishio. Well, I think she is still upstairs with Naruto. Who is Naruto? Asked Hyde. Well, he also work here. And he is her friend. They then heard someone stomped and saw Hinami. I want to be with dad. She said as she ran up to her room. Kaneki followed to her room and knocked the door. Hinami-chan? Kaneki asked. But no reply came. Hey Kaneki, what are you doing in front of Hinami-chan's room? Asked Naruto. Well, she is still upset that she can't see her dad. Oh, I will try to talk to her. Kaneki just nodded and went downstairs. Hey Hinami-chan, it's me, Naruto. Can you open the door for me? Naruto asked. No. I don't want to talk to you, I want to see my dad. Hinami was just sitting on the floor at the other side of the door. Well, Hinami-chan, let me tell you a story. Once, there was a boy who was hated by the whole village. He didn't even know who his parents were until he got 16. Almost everyone in the village just beaten him up because of something he didn't have control of since the day he was born. But he never hated the village. He even tried his best to protect it. You know why, Hinami-chan? No. Why he doesn't hate them, Naruto Oni-chan. She said with sobs. Well, it is true that almost everyone beaten him up. But he had his precious persons living in the village. So he tried his best to protect them. But this is just a story. So, it can't be true. She said. That really happened, Hinami-chan. It is not just a made-up story. For you Hinami-chan, your mom, she is a precious person to you. I know you miss your dad, but I believe that he will be back with you guys soon enough. I just know it, so don't be sad. Let's go back to your mother, alright? He then heard the door unlocked and saw Hinami with teary eyes. Come on, let's go down, he said as they both walked downstairs. Aoka was standing behind the wall near him. She overheard everything that Naruto said to Hinami. Is that about himself? She thought to herself. At the same time on Count location. Imori. It's nice and quiet here today, huh? Said the man as he walked into the room and picked a drawing on the wall. Take this and get going already, said the doctor as he gave him a medical pliers. The man then picked it up and said, it is very nice. You do fine craftsmanship. I will catch that woman with this. Would you mind not coming around here anymore? Asked the doctor while shaking. I understand. I wish you'd tell me something first. Since when were you a human's puppet on a string? He asked as he killed the doctor. He then left the room holding his medical pliers. Suddenly, a white thing appeared from the ground and said, hello Yamori-san. Who are you? He said. You can call me Zetsu. More importantly, I came here to give you a piece information. Why do I need to believe a guy who I just met? Believe it or not, that's your part. But my part here is to give you some information. So what is it? Rise is dead. Huh, just go and lie a fool. It's impossible for Rise to die so easily. Give me a good reason why I should lie to you. I also have some good news for you. You can still revenge. You said she is dead, and how can I still do it? Well, when she died, her organs were transplanted to another boy. He is currently in Antiku. His name is Kaneki. I already finished my part. I am leaving now. By the way, the doves are coming this way. Zetsu said as he dissolved into the ground. Antiku, huh? Let's pay a visit to that coffee shop. Chapter 10. Tauka vs the investigators. Hinami and Naruto then walked downstairs. Hinami said her mom. You miss him, don't you? I am sure he misses you too, Hinami. But we'll only make things difficult for him if we go see him now. I am sorry I have put you all through this. Her mom said. Mom misses him too, she said while crying. Mom, Hinami said as she ran towards her and the two of them hugged each other while crying. Hinami, I am sorry. She said as she rubbed her daughter's hair. It's okay. Don't cry, Mom. I won't cry anymore. Thank you, Hinami. Let's wait him together. The two of them released their hug and her mother said, I want to buy you a present to show you I'm sorry. Is there anything you want? Hinami then smiled and nodded. Thanks you, Mom, she said. Kaneki then walked towards Naruto and said, wow, Naruto. How did you talk to Hinami-chan? Well, I just told her a story. He said with a grin. Then Hyde came and said, this guy is Naruto you talked about. As he looked at Naruto carefully. Naruto just looked at him back with a confused look. Hey Kaneki, why is he looking me like this? I don't know. I have never seen Hyde do something like this before. Then Hyde said, so you are after Tauka-chan? Huh? I am not. She is just my friend. If you say so, anyway, I have to go now, Kaneki, or I am going to miss my class. See ya. He said as he rushed outside. What a weird guy. Hey, he is my friend. Shouted Kaneki back. Okay, I just saved your ass last night. At the afternoon. Kaneki walked into Hinami's room and saw her writing down the words. Oni-chan, how do you read this? She said as she pointed out a word. Oh, let's see, that's cloudburst. Cloudburst. She repeated. It refers to a moment when it suddenly starts raining. She wrote down the word. Her mother came in and said, Hinami. Oh Mom. Are you learning new words? Yep, she said as she nodded. Thanks for helping Hinami out. She said as she bowed at Kaneki. Oh, it's no problem. Said Kaneki. I will be going then, he said as he take his leave. Thanks Oni-chan, Hinami said. Mom, look. I learned all the words in this book. She said as she showed her mother her book. Really? Good job. So now mom, I want a new book. Huh? I want to learn more words to surprise dad. So why don't we go a bookstore together? Hanami nodded and both of them left to buy a book. After they have bought a book, both of them left the shop. It has already started to rain. Wow, mom, you are right. It's raining now, said the happy girl. See? Mom knows best after all, she said as she opened an umbrella. Yup, she said as she nodded. They then started to walk to the cafe. On their way home, her mom saw two investigators. She then tightened a grip on her daughter's hand and walked the opposite direction. The two investigators saw them and they followed after them. Mom? I just remembered something else I have to do. Hanami suddenly stopped walking. Hanami? She smelled something in the air and said it's dad. Mom, dad is somewhere nearby. She shouted as she ran towards the direction where she smelt her dad. Ah, Hanami, she said. Mom, this way. Hanami, wait. She then ran into a street and stopped. Her mom then reached her and stopped behind her. Hanami. The hen saw two investigators in front of them. Nice weather today, isn't it? Said the white-haired man. Then the two other investigators surrounded the two women. May I have a moment with you guys, Waguchi-san? Her mom then put her hand on Hanami's shoulder and told ran away, Hanami as her wing-like Kagyun appeared. Mom? It's okay. Head on back to Antiku, I'll catch up soon. Tears started to well up in Hanami's eyes. Then she remembers something Naruto told her. Flashback starts. Keep this and if something happen, do this, he said as he handed her some kind of kunai. What is this? She asked as she looked at the kunai in her hands. It is a tri-pronged kunai that my father invented. What do I have to do with this? She asked. Well, throw it on the ground and I will suddenly appear in front of you. Flashback ends. Wait mom, she said as she took out a kunai that Naruto gave. What is it? Her mom asked. She then threw it on the ground. Then the two investigators behind them shot them with cue bullets. Suddenly a flash appeared and someone with a kitsune mask deflected all the bullets which were coming towards them. Why don't you guys let the ladies stay alone? He said. Oh, so you are the one that those white things talked about? Said Mado. The newcomer's eyes narrowed at it. But why don't you have blue eyes and blonde hair? Said Mado. His eyes widened at this. Stay back, Amon-kun, you have done enough. I will do it myself. He said as he took out his quink. No, it can't be. Said the frightened Ryuko. Ha, it certainly can. He shouted. Tears started to fall from the Ryuko and Hinami's eyes. Your dad, they both said the same time. Good. This is great. Mado shouted as he swung his quink. But before it could hit the Ryuko, the masked man blocked it. That's enough. You have already done what you shouldn't. I won't let you harm any one of them anymore. So I will have to kill you first. The masked man then threw the kunai towards his face. But he tilted his head to dodge it and the kunai landed behind him. Is that Al? Before he could finish his sentence, the masked man then appeared behind him and grabbed his kunai and sliced his back with his kunai. Blood started to pour down from his back. He then kicked another investigator and he was sent flying back to the wall behind him. You are not that strong. Said the masked man. I was expecting more from you. Mado then got up and said, you are not bad, you are going to be harder than I thought to kill you. Big words coming from the man who is going to die soon enough. The woman and the girl were just watching the masked man before them. Mado then rushed toward the masked man to strike him. But he just blocked him with his kunai and said, never come back again or I will hurt you more than this. He then struck his back with his wind chakra coated kunai and his hand passed through his stomach. The man then fell to the ground. Mado-san. Shouted the other investigator as he ran towards him. Naruto then suddenly shunshined behind the two other investigators and knocked them behind their necks. They then fell unconscious and fell to the ground. Only the investigator named Amon was left conscious. The masked man then walked towards the two ladies and said, come on, let's get out of here. I will answer your questions later. The two of them started following the masked man. When he reached a certain distance where investigators can't see or follow them, the masked man then removed his mask and dropped the hinge. Naruto? Asked Hinami. Hey, Hinami-chan, sorry for not telling you earlier. I can't let the doves see me. Thank you for saving us, Naruto. Said Ryuko with a sad smile. She has lost her husband. How could she be happy although she is alive right now? Naruto noticed this and said, don't worry Ryuko-san, he is still alive with you inside your heart. That's the truth which will never change. Thanks, Naruto-kun. She said. But I will be leaving Antiku. They have seen my face. No mom. You can't. Hinami shouted. I am sorry Hinami-chan, I have to. She said as she kneed on the ground. I love you, Hinami-chan, mom will be right back. I promise you. She said as she hugged her daughter one last time. After a long hug, she then released her daughter and looked at Naruto and said, "Please protect my daughter while I am away." "Don't worry Ryoko-san, I will." After she had heard Naruto's answer, she ran away from them. Hinami tried to follow her, but she stopped as Naruto put his hand on her shoulder. She then looked at him. He just shook his head. "Like I said before, Hinami-chan, both of your parents will be still with you in your heart until your last breath." She then hugged Naruto. Tears started to fall from her eyes and soaked Naruto's jumpsuit. "Please Naruto Oni-chan, never ever leave me," she said with teary eyes. "I won't Hinami-chan, I won't. I will never leave your side." The girl then fell asleep on his shoulders. She was so tired. He then carried her back to the Antiku. At the evening, Aoka finally came down from her room into the manager's office. She then saw the manager, Yomo, Nishio, Kaneki, Naruto. She then said, "I'm sorry for skipping out on so much work." "It's fine," the manager said. Did something happen?" "Ghoul investigators attacked Ryoko-san and Hinami-chan today," the manager replied. Her eyes widened and punched the wall beside her in anger. "What happened? Are they safe?" "Naruto-kun got there in time and saved her. Hinami-chan is sleeping right now. But Ryoko-san has left us. The investigators have seen their face and she decided to leave us. But she entrusted her daughter with us." She then fell to the ground. "Could things get any worse?" she muttered to herself. She suddenly stood up and asked. "We could have always killed the doves, right? Every last one of them. I mean, we have Yomo-san and Naruto-kun. They both are really strong. And if we all work together." "No. If the 20th Ward doves are killed in action, they will replace one after another. Until they've hunted all of us down," said Yomo. "But Aoka-chan, that's enough. For the sake of everyone's safety, this is the only path we must take. We all are sorry for what happened, but we can't change the past," said Naruto. "They could have died if you weren't there, what if they tried to attack them again?" "Aoka-chan, you have to calm down. Everything is fine for now," Naruto said. "Is that what you called fine? Ryoko has left us and the doves has seen their face. If you don't do anything, they all will hunt us down," she said in anger as they ran upstairs towards her room. "I will try to talk to her later," Naruto said as he left the room. He then walked into her house and knocked her bedroom door and said, "Hey Aoka-chan." No response came from the inside. "I just want to tell you that don't do anything in haste. Or you will be in big trouble. If you don't want to talk to me, I won't say any more. Just don't do anything stupid," he said as he went to his couch and sat down. "Hey Kurama, that man earlier he said white things. Could those things be white Zetsu?" "Yeah, it could be. It has high possibility. We already have encountered one. And I think there are many more Zetsu. Not only one. What do you think about it? Why would they tell him about me?" "I don't know kid. You killed many of them in the last war. So might be after you. Or they might have a plan." The next day morning. By this report, Jason is not in 20th Ward. Do you suspect Jason's involvement in those movements? My instincts are telling that there is some other thing. But there is nothing we can do here. The remaining S-rated ghouls in the 20th Ward are the binge eater and the gourmet. The other investigator asked. They are both keeping a low profile. It is a waste of effort if we go after them, Mato said. So we go back to small pickings and catch them up one by one, said Amon. We'll definitely reel in a big fish that way, said Mato. He then stood up from his chair and said, all right. From tomorrow, we will continue our detective work. That's all for today. Enjoy the evening, he said as he left the meeting. Very well, yes sir, said the other two investigators. Oh, by the way, the child has seen our faces. So be sure to watch yourselves. After their meeting, Amon and the two investigators went to a shop and had their breakfast. After Amon had left, the two investigators continued their breakfast. They then left to return to their home. Passionate ones are first to die, huh? Said the first investigator. Then someone came running towards them. She then sliced his face and the investigator fell to the ground. Kusaba. He then saw someone in front of her. Why you? She then came rushing towards him to kill him. But before she could hit, someone from behind pushed the investigator down. Nakajima-san, stand back, Amon ordered. Who's that? Asked the one with rabbit mask. She then rushed towards Amon and punched him, but he blocked it. Suddenly she tackled him and kicked his face when he fell down. Her Kagyun appeared behind her and started shooting the shards towards him. He dodged them. But she suddenly appeared in front of him and kneed him in the jaw. He was sent back to a wall behind him. She started to walk towards him. Suddenly something fell between them and she flipped backward. That's right, Amon, that's what it is to be a ghoul investigator. But forgetting to bring your quink is not good, you know, said a man with white hair. Mato-san. Take a breath. I will handle it, he said as he swung his quink towards her. She dodged that. Oh, well done indeed. Are you perhaps friends with that female ghoul from yesterday? She then rushed towards him and hit him. But he just dodged it. She then tried to hit him many times, but he kept dodging. This is some great time, Amon-kun. Let's go over what you learned at academy. She then tried to hit him with the shards from her kagyun. He blocked it using his quink. The ghoul with an yukaku is entirely depend on speed. However, they all share a lack of stamina. She was now trying to catch her breath. She has been striking him continuously. He then tackled her and she fell to the ground. You are friends with the female ghoul from yesterday, right? Would you mind telling me where she is? Oh, and do you know where the kitsune is? He is really strong. We need to capture him. She then rushed towards him. Suddenly he swung his quink. It was already too late. She couldn't dodge it anymore. And it hit her right arm. Do you have any idea how many of your fellow some I've wiped out? You're nothing more than a number. He said as he rushed towards the lying girl. But before he could reach her, someone picked her up and started to run away. He just only saw blonde hair. But not his face. Naruto Uzumaki. You alright Mato-san? Amon asked as he ran towards him. Yes, I am fine. We will need to hunt them tomorrow. Mato answered. With Naruto. You alright Taka-chan? He asked the injured girl while running towards the cafe. I am fine. Why did you come? Why not? You are my friend after all. I will always protect my friends. But it has nothing to do with you. You can always just walk away. I can't walk away if my friends get involved. Anyway, you need to get bandaged up. You're bleeding. I don't need it. Of course you need. You are wounded badly. I don't care whatever it happens to me. But, you know, I would be sad if something bad happens to you. So please let me help you. He said as he dropped the girl down and grabbed a scroll. The girl just looked at him confusedly. What is that? Wait and see, he said as he unrolled the scroll. There was a strange symbol written in the scroll. He put his hand above it. In a poof of smoke, first aid kit appeared out of nowhere. How did you do it? Well, I just pour some chakra into it. Back in our village, we store things this way so we can spare more space. He then wrapped the bandage carefully around her right arm. This should be fine. He said as he resealed the first aid kit and helped her to get up. Thanks Naruto. Come on, let's head back to Antiku. And next time don't do anything stupid without letting me know. The next day. We are going to split up? Asked Amon. Yes. The waterway is rather extensive. Rabbit and the kitsune. Nothing would be better than killing both of them. Are you sure they will show up? My instincts say so. Very well. Let's go then. As he carried his 2 suitcases and a small bag. Mato-san, what are those? Some things are better left unsaid. Nighttime at Antiku. Hanami was still crying in her room. She then smelt something in the air. Mom? With Taka and Kaneki. Taka-chan, where have you been the whole day? None of your business. Is there anything I can do? There is nothing you can do right now. She then walked towards the Hanami's room and opened the door and saw no one. Hanami? Hanami? She shouted as she saw the window opened. Kaneki, tell Naruto that Hanami is missing. I am going to look for Hanami. She shouted as she rushed outside to find the girl. Hanami was just walking towards the place where she smelt her mom's scent. Taka went around the city to look for Hanami. Taka-chan. Shouted Naruto. No good, she is not here too. Anything on your end? He shook his head. Then a white thing appeared in front of them. Uzumaki Naruto, we meet again. Naruto went into his fighting stance. Naruto, what is that? Taka asked. I will explain you later. Now go and find Hanami quick. She is in danger right now. If these things are involved, nothing is going to be good. She just nodded and ran towards the waterway to find Hanami. You seem like you have been evolved or something like that. He said. The Zetsu is now bigger and taller with 3 heads and his eyes were red and he also had 3 additional limbs. It has been so long since the 4th Shinobi War. His eyes widened at it. What do you mean so long? You still don't know anything yet. But soon, you will find out. With Hanami. She walked towards the place where she could smell her mom's scent. She then screamed when she saw her mom's hand. Kaneki heard it. She is close. Said Kaneki as he ran towards the direction where he heard her scream. Aoka was already running towards her. He saw her running and saw an investigator following her. He then rushed between them. But that speed, that is Rabbit. Said Amon. Suddenly a man in blue jacket landed in front of him. Who are you? The investigator asked. With Taka. When she reached Hanami, she saw Hanami sitting and crying. Hanami. She then saw a bag in her hands and asked, what's that, Hanami? Mom. Let's get out of here, Hanami. It's dangerous here. No. Is it wrong for ghouls to live? I want to be with mom. She then hugged the girl while crying. "I miss mom." Aoka then heard someone walking towards them. With Kaneki. A friend of Rabbit. "I don't have time to entertain you. Why don't you step aside?" He then removed his hood and showed him the mask. "I won't let you pass." With Taka. "How is that wound of yours doing, Rabbit? Oh, and where is your friend, Naruto?" She then stood up. "Oh, that's right. Did you like the present I left you? You might miss your dear mother." "You bastard," she said in fury as her eyes turned red and her Kagyun appeared. With Kaneki. He rushed towards the investigator and tried to hit him. The investigator has kept dodging. He then suddenly grabbed Kaneki and slammed him on the ground. "Going to take me seriously? Well then," he said as he took out his quink. He swung his quink and Kaneki fell to the ground. With Taka. Mato took out his quink from his suitcase and started attacking her. She tried to kick him, but he blocked it with his quink. "You are on a different level compared to the other small fry, aren't you?" Mato asked. He swung his quink again and again to hit. But she kept dodging. "Bounce around. Keep bouncing around, you little gnat. You can't use your weapon efficiently here," Taka said. She then rushed toward him and slammed him on the wall. His mouth spat blood. With Kaneki. "I've always had a question for your freaks. You casually prey on innocent people and compulsively devour them. Why does your kind exist? The children whose parents have been killed, the loneliness. Have their feelings crossed your mind even once? Answer me," Amon asked as he walked towards the lying Kaneki. "Rabbit murdered one of my friends." "Why was he killed?" "Because he was an investigator." "Because he was a human." "What reason did she have to take his life away?" "This world has a lot of wrongs. And scums like you are the reason for all this," he shouted as he hit him with his quink. With Taka. "The error of realizing that your life is being mindlessly preyed on. Do you understand how that feels? Having the people dear to you crushed like insects beneath your feet. Do you have any idea how that feels?" she asked as she looked at the lying man. "Why don't you tell me the reason for Ryoko-sen's death? If it weren't for people like you. Die," she said as she shot the shards towards him. But suddenly he used another of his suitcases to block her attack. He then took out his quink. "Well, you know what this is, don't you? It's your dearly beloved mother," he said. Anami's eyes then widened and screamed. "Quink are made by using ghoul's kagyun after all," he said as he laughed madly. "You bastard," she screamed as she rushed towards him. With Naruto. Fling. The two swords clashed each other. Naruto then flipped backward. "Huh, I think it is enough," said the Zetsu. "What do you mean?" Naruto asked. "I already have taken enough of your time." His eyes widened as realization hit his head. "You bastard. Well, we will meet again, Naruto Uzumaki. You can still see her death if you go now," the evolved Zetsu said as he melted into the ground and disappeared. Naruto then resealed his sword. "Oh shit, I have to rush towards her." Chapter 11. Learning more. With Kaneki. "Ghouls have feelings just like humans. Why can't humans see that part of us? Why don't they understand? It's something so simple. I am the only one who realizes it. The only one who can reach out to it, only me, the ghoul, only me, the human. I am the only one," he thought while lying on the ground. "No, it's not the world that's wrong. Sure, there are misguided ghouls who have chosen the wrong path. But we are not all the same. We should learn more about each other. Both humans and ghouls. Ghouls aren't the only things wrong with this world, it's you too," he said as he stood up from the ground. "What are you talking about? You won't even try to understand. In that case, I will make you understand," he said. With Taka. She kicked him. But he used his quink to block it. She flipped back to dodge his attack. He tried to hit the girl many times. But she kept dodging. At last it hit her and she fell on the ground. He then grabbed her with his quink and squeezed her. She tried her best to escape, but she couldn't. She screamed in pain. He then swung his quink and released her. She was slammed against the wall and fell down to the ground. Then one of the spikes from his quink hit her in her stomach. She spat some blood and screamed in pain. "You should make a fine tool indeed," he said. She kept screaming in pain. But really, the combination of these two parents make for a wonderful pair. It was pleasure to get both your mother and father's kagyun. "Stop it," Taka said in pain. "Now then I will finish you first. I am gonna kill you, you filthy geezer." With Kaneki. Kaneki got hit by Amon's quink and was sent flying back and fell to the ground. Kaneki got up again and tried to stop him. But Amon kept hitting him in the face with his quink. He was sent flying back again. He got up again. "How can I make him understand? What should I do to stop this cycle of grief?" he thought as he took a hit from him again. "That's enough, I don't have time to waste on you," he said as he reached towards the lying boy. Kaneki grabbed his leg. "Why you? I mustn't let him pass if Naruto were here," he thought. Amon's quink went through his stomach. Blood started to pour from his stomach. There's no way around it, is there? If that's how it's going to be, then just this once, he thought as he opened the zip on his mask. He suddenly got up and jumped towards the investigator and bit him. He then flipped back. His only visible eye turned red and two tails appeared behind him. Kaneki then started attacking him. The investigator kept blocking. He then swung his quink towards Kaneki. Kaneki hit him back using his kagyun. Amon's quink broke into pieces. There is nothing I can do without my quink, thought the investigator. No, if the foe is before you, even if it costs your arms and legs. Please, run away, Kaneki said. Amon's eyes widened at it. No ghoul has told him to run away. If this keeps up any longer, I'm going to kill you, he said as he tried to control his hunger. Don't mock me. I would never run from a ghoul. Hurry, he said, but his kagyun hit the investigator. Oh, please. Don't make me a murderer. But Taka. What's so wrong about having the will to live? She asked. If people are all we can eat, then what other choice do we have? How are we supposed to lead a proper life with bodies like these? All I want is to live, just like you, she said. I don't want to hear this anymore, Mado said as he swung his another quink towards her. But it never reached her. It fell to the ground. My quink is gone. Or what's gone is my right hand, he said. They then saw someone with kitsune mask walk towards them. He then suddenly reached between Tauka and Mado and cut his other quink in half, releasing Tauka from his quink. He then walked towards to check her condition. I warned you before. But you didn't listen, he said with anger in his voice. Suddenly a blue energy orb appeared in his palm. He threw his kunai and the investigator dodged it, but before the kunai could hit the ground, he appeared behind Mado and slammed the blue energy orb on his back. Rasengan, he shouted. The investigator turned around instantly and blocked it with his quink. I won't fail the same trick twice. Suddenly the quink started to crack. His eyes widened at it. It then hit his stomach. The investigator was sent flying back to the wall behind him. Blood started to pour down from his mouth. Naruto walked towards him and said, you won't be able to move anymore, the Rasengan hit your internal organs. Naruto, kill him. He has killed Hinami's parents. No, I won't kill him. And he still hasn't killed her mother. Her mother is still alive somewhere. Believe me. Ahahaha, I was, cough, right. You're Naruto, cough, Uzumaki. I am impressed, cough, how you changed your eye color and hair, said the dying man. I will spare you one more time. But first, tell me everything you know about the White Zetsu, he said as he lowered his head to meet him eye to eye. Naruto's eyes turned red with a slit. He came about last week and told me to lure you out. Lure me out to do what? The case someone killed him from the back. Naruto looked up and saw White Zetsu. Why didn't I sensed him? Sorry for disturbing. But I don't like to share our private information with other, he said to the now dead Mado. Naruto suddenly kicked him in the head and he was sent flying back to the wall. We will meet again, Naruto Uzumaki, he said as he dissolved into the wall and disappeared. Naruto dropped his henge and removed the mask. He then walked towards Tauka. Tauka-chan, you alright? But Kaneki. Why did he let me go? The investigator thought. He was crying. He thought as he looked at the boy from a distance. It's hopeless. I can't control it. God, no. Somebody help me. He shouted. Flesh, I need flesh. He shouted again. He then rushed at the person behind him and hit him with his kagyun. I understand why Yoshimura-sen has taken such an interest in you. Now I want to see what you'll go on to do from here on, Oid, the man said as he removed his mask. Yomo-san, he said as his eye turned normal again. Here, eat this, he said as he gave him a pack of human flesh. His kagyun disappeared. With Tauka, Naruto and Hinami. Come on, Tauka-chan, Hinami-chan, let's go home, he said as he walked towards the two girls. Kaneki and Yomo then arrived. Tauka-chan, Hinami-chan, are you two alright? Kaneki asked. Yomo carried the younger girl and started walking towards the cafe. Naruto then carried Tauka and followed Yomo. On their way, is it okay for me to live? Hinami asked. Of course, Hinami-chan, I believe she told you to live. After they had left, Amon came and saw the lifeless body of Mado. He then shouted in anger as he closed Mado's eyes. Naruto carried Tauka into her bedroom and put her down on her bed. He then took out first aid kit from his scroll. She then winced a little as Naruto pressed on her wound and bandaged it. You should be more careful next time, Tauka-chan, he said. I will be fine, she said. Don't be so stubborn. Something could have happened to you, you know, he said. I can take care of myself. Yeah, keep saying that and you will die sooner than you thought. He then touched her right arm. And some kind of marking appeared on her hand. What is this? She asked. That's Hiraishin no Jutsu formula. Huh? Rai what? Oh, that's a technique I used earlier. I can teleport to anywhere around this markings. Oh. I put it on your arm to be able to teleport near you if you are in danger. Oh, thanks, but tell me first next time. She then saw the mark disappeared in her arms. She then looked at him with questioning look. It won't disappear. It is just invisible. It will be visible when I use the technique. He said. What about that blue orb? Huh, oh it is Rasengan. He showed his palm and the same blue orb appeared. Is that a circle? She thought as she saw a circle on his right palm. That's a technique my father created. It is really dangerous technique. It can cause a great deal of damage. He said as he released his Rasengan. And it disappeared into thin air. Oh, Naruto, you said you will tell me about those white things we met earlier. Oh, I'm okay before I told you about those things. I will tell you more about the place I came from first. She nodded. There were 5 hidden villages which were always in war. There already had been 3 wars before I was born. After 16 years later, there was a 4th shinobi war. Her eyes widened at this fact. The 4th war is different from the earlier 3 wars. In earlier war, we fought between the 5 villages. But in 4th war, we all united to defeat the enemies, the white Zetsus. They are the ones we met before. Yes, it is one of them. They didn't look like that when we were in war. They looked more like human. I think they were evolved. We killed millions of them in the last war, so I think they came back for revenge. But what does he mean so long, he thought. According to what you said, there were already 4 wars by now. But why the whole world didn't know about this? Well, they aren't hidden for no reason. He felt bad lying to her. I am starting feel something bad is gonna happen, said Kurama. Huh? He replied to Kurama. It still doesn't make any sense why no one knows about this event. I can believe if there was only one hidden village. I can still believe if there were 5 of them. But they were in war, it became impossible for us not to know about that. Not only that, there was already 4 wars. So you still hasn't told me the whole truth. He started to sweat. And you said you guys had killed millions of Zetsu. So it is impossible for the whole world not to know about this. Naruto started to sweat heavily. Well, I think you should tell her the truth for now, said Kurama. Are you sure? He said to Kurama inside his mindscape. That's the only way. Else she will tell other people, replied Kurama. Alright Taka-chan, I will tell you the truth. But don't tell this to anyone. Alright, but you better tell the truth this time. Everything I said was true. Huh? You just admitted that you lied earlier by saying that. And now you said everything you said was true. Let me finish my sentence, Taka-chan, everything I said was true. But I came from another world. Her eyes widened. Before I got to this world, I fought with my friend. Our last attack made some kind of void and I was sent here. He stopped talking to let the information sank into her head. So you really are from another world? Yeah, you can say that. I never thought things like another worlds might exist. Yeah, me too until I arrived here. It feels kinda weird, you know. Anyway, thanks for telling me the truth. Well, I think that's enough about me for today. I am gonna go sleep, he said as he left her. Naruto then sat on the couch and thought what White Zetsu said to him. Flashback starts. Hey, you still don't know anything yet. But soon, you will find out. Find out about what? Do you even know where you really are? Of course I do. I was dragged into a void after fighting with Sasuke. See? You still don't know anything yet. What do you mean? You weren't just dragged into a normal dimensional void, said the White Zetsu. Flashback ends. Hey Kurama, do you know anything about the dimensional void we were dragged into? I just know it is a dimensional void. It threw us into another world. That's my conclusion before. What do you mean before? After you have talked to that White Zetsu. I came to another conclusion. Huh? What is it? Never mind kid, it's nothing. Alright, see ya. After about a month later. In the morning. Everything went fine after their little attack at about last month. Everyone has gotten over the tragedy. After things settled down, Hinami moved in with Taka. Naruto tried his best to cheer Hinami up whenever she was sad. With the help of Naruto, she's slowly changing back to her usual self. Naruto walked upstairs and a girl wearing green coat, pink skirt and red stockings with black hair and black glasses came out of Taka's room. Naruto Oni-chan. She said. Hinami-chan. That's my name, she said as she removed her wig and glasses. What's up with the outfit? I borrowed this from Taka Oni-chan. To go out with you. You promised me to buy a house for loser. Loser? You completely forgot Naruto Oni-chan. He then saw manager came out of her room. A parrot sitting on his shoulder. Oh, yeah for the parrot. Come on let's go. Naruto-kun, take care of Hinami-chan, okay? Naruto just nodded. Naruto Oni-chan, you are still in your uniform. Oh, don't worry I will change later. He and Hanami started to walk towards the stairs and saw Taka hiding behind the wall. "Taka-chan? Where is loser?" The manager took him inside. "Why are you hiding there?" "There's no way I'm keeping that bird at home," she said. "What? No. Please Taka-one-chan, please let me keep him," she begged her with a puppy eye. Naruto also begged her to keep him when he saw Hanami did that. "Please Taka-chan, please let's keep the poor bird," he said while begging with anime tears. Not you too, Naruto. "Anyway, I will keep that bird whether you agree or not," he said. "What?" she shouted. "Come on, Hanami-chan. Let's go and buy a birdcage for him," he said to Hanami. Hanami nodded happily. After the two of them left, Taka was left alone. "Geez, if this keeps up, I might even have to move out from my own house. Letting Naruto stay here was a big mistake," she thought to herself. She then entered her house and met her greatest fear, the parrot. In the afternoon, Taka accidentally dropped a plate. She knew down to pick up the broken pieces. Then Nishio came and said, "What are you doing, you damned woman? Is that any way to speak to your senior, damn Nishiki? You, my senior, at this damn useless job. Having a damn sickening college boy with a damn smart mouth as my damn junior makes me pretty discouraged as well. Why don't you just quit? It's not your place to ask thing like that, you damn woman." Then Koma Enji said, "Would you two please keep the dams to a minimum?" With a smile. "Damn you Taka. Damn you Nishiki." He just sighed and said, "Do you guys know the legend of Devil Ape?" Taka and Nishiki looked at him for a while. Then they continued to argue. "Damn Taka, damn Nishiki," they said. Then someone came in and said, "Hey, stop it guys. We are in the service trade." "Oh Naruto, you are back?" Taka asked. She then saw Hanami holding a birdcage. "Yeah, it took about 2 hours to let her choose what she wanted," he said as he wiped the sweat falling from his forehead. "Taka-one-chan, you will let us keep loser, right?" she asked. Taka just sighed. "Alright, I will let you." Hanami's face lit up as soon as she heard her say that. "Didn't I tell you she will let us keep him?" said Naruto. Hanami nodded. She then ran upstairs to meet her bird. In the evening, there was no one anymore in the cafe. Kaneki, Nishiki and Koma were talking. "Things are starting to get bad in 11th Ward now. From what Yomo-san said, the ghouls are working together to hunt investigators down. It sounds like a real mess," said Nishiki. "If this keeps up, we could be in for some big trouble," said Koma. "What sort of trouble?" asked Kaneki. "The war, perhaps. The day what I call the devil ape again may be fast approaching. Anyway, where's Taka? I think she's looking after loser. Didn't she hate the bird? I don't know. But Taka. Taka has been sitting in front of the birdcage watching the bird. She has been sitting in front of the bird for about an hour." Someone opened the door and said, "Taka-chan." The girl looked at him and said, "Oh Naruto." He walked inside the room and sat beside Taka. "I wonder where this guy's family is," she said as she looked at the bird in the cage. "Huh? Everyone has a family, right?" she asked as she remembered about her younger brother. Flashback starts. "Ayato," shouted a purple-haired girl in a purple blouse. "What's it, One-chan?" asked the boy as he ran towards her sister. "Huh?" he said as he saw a bird lying on the ground. "Poor guy. He looks pretty hurt," said a man behind them. The two kids looked back and said, "Dad. How about we take him home?" said the man. "Yeah," both of them answered. After they have taken the bird home, the two children started to find some food for them. "I found a worm," said the girl as she picked up a worm from a hole. "Ah," said the boy as he backed away. "Don't be a baby. Man up," she shouted at her brother. "But. This is for Chunta." After they have collected the worms, they returned to their house. They gave the box of worms to their dad. "You caught this many?" he asked. "Yeah," they said in unison as they nodded. The man then rubbed the girl's head and said, "Taka, you're as boyish as your mother." "What about me? What about me?" asked the another purple-head boy. "I can't stand worms either. You're just like your dad, Ayato," his dad said as he patted his son's head. "You two need to take a bath. Give me a hug first," said the girl. "Me too," said the boy. "Alright," he said as he kneed down and hugged his children. "You two just keep getting bigger. Taka, you are older sister, so you have to teach Ayato all sorts of things," he said to the girl. "Ayato, you're the boy, so you have to protect your sister," said to the boy. The two of them nodded. "Promise me." Flashback ends. "I really miss them," she said. "Don't worry. You will see them soon," he said. "By the way, don't you know anything about your parents?" "Well, I know a few. They were both amazing. My mom, my dad, they protected me since I was born. I am only alive because of them." Then a girl came in and said, "Loser, it's dinner time." She then saw Naruto, "Naruto Oni-chan," said the girl as she ran towards him. He then noticed something has changed with her hair. Hanami-chan. You got a haircut. Yup. Does it look good? Very good. But I didn't remember taking you to a salon this morning. Actually, Takawani-chan did it for me. He then looked at the girl. What? Oh, nothing. I never thought you could do it so well. She blushed slightly. Is that so? Yeah. You really are good. She blushed even more. Loser. Stupid scum. Said the bird. Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Said the bird again. Hey you. You've got a filthy mouth, you stupid bird. Taka said the bird. I will fry you in the oil and eat you. Naruto and Hanami just smiled watching the bird and Taka fight. Somewhere in 20th Ward. The two men were walking across the street. The man with white coat asked, have you met him before? Kaneki? Well, I have never heard him before. Said the other man. My contact said that Rise's organs were transplanted into him. He also said that he was currently in Antiku. So why don't we pay a visit there? Of course, I will. Somewhere in 11th Ward. A man in black coat with purple hair killed the last investigator. Not even the least bit of a fight in them. Said the man. Any news from Banjo? Asked the man. None, said his crew. Damn that clown, at this rate, Yumori and that fairy are going to jump on him. Alright, we're heading for the 20th Ward as well. He said as he removed his mask. We have to get Rise. Suddenly a white thing appeared in front of him. He kicked it instantly, but the white thing blocked it. No need to be rush, I am not here to hurt you guys. Said the white thing. Azetsu, why are you here? To give you an information. What is it? Rise is dead. What? Calm down, she was no longer in her body. The doctors transplanted her organs into another boy named Kaneki. If you want Rise, you will have to secure him. He is currently in Antiku, the coffee shop. Why are you telling me this? That's not your business. My part is to give you some information. One more thing. If you go there, you will meet a boy with blonde hair and blue eyes. His name is Naruto Uzumaki. He is dangerous. I will just kill him if he disturbs us. Let's just see if he will die or your life will be taken away by him when the time comes. He said as he dissolved into the ground. I think I will go have to see a relative of mine if she still lives there. Chapter 12. Reunion. Nighttime. At one of the CCG bases. The two men shooting at a ghoul. But suddenly the ghoul arrived in front of them and killed them. Ah! The two men shouted. The other men behind them ran away. But another ghoul appeared in front of him and killed them all. Only one investigator was left hiding behind a wall. He contacted the headquarter. At the headquarter. Married here. Give me a situation report, said the man from the phone. The branch is being attacked by a brand of ghouls we believe to be Ajiri tree. Hey, what happened? He was the last one. Who the hell are you? He asked as he slammed his fist on the desk. At the rooftop. All done? Asked a girl who has been sitting on the edge with a pink cloak. Her whole body was covered with bandages. Yes, said another man behind her. Ready, Ito? Asked the man. Yes, Totara-san, she said as she stood. The next morning. Somewhere in the 20th Ward. A boy, no older than 13, lying on the ground. He was wearing a green shirt and a pair of black pants. There was also a long blue scarf wrapped around his neck. He soon get up and said, ouch. That hurts. Where am I? He said as he looked around. He was in a street. This doesn't seems like Konoha. He said when he saw some kind of tall buildings. I need to get out of here and find Naruto Nai-san, he said as he started to run around the city. In the afternoon. At Antiku. The shop has been a bit empty these days, said Kaneki. There have been more doves around recently. Everyone's wary of going outside during a time like this. Taka answered. At the same time with Mysterious Boy. I am so hungry. He said as he walked around the city. He has been running around the city the whole morning. He then saw a cafe. I think that is open, he said as he ran into the shop. He entered the room. Welcome to Antiku. Said a girl in the shop. He then sat down at the empty chair. The girl then walked towards her. She then noticed hit I-8 on his head. It was the same with Naruto. Could it be no? It is impossible. Oh, can I have something to eat? He asked. Yes, what would you like to serve? She asked. Well, what is this? He asked as he pointed some kind of bread in the menu. It is sandwich. She said. Doesn't he know what sandwich is? Well, I will take it. He said. She wrote it down in her notes. Is that all? Yup. The girl then went inside to prepare his order. He looked around and saw no one but a waiter cleaning the other tables. The girl then came back with a plate on her hand with 6 sandwiches. She put it down on the table. Here is your order. She said. She then went behind the bar. The girl then asked, hey Kaneki, do you know where others are? I don't know, Taka-chan. The manager and Yomo-san said they have somewhere to go. What about Hanami? She's gone shopping to buy things needed for the shop. What? Is she alone? No. She is with Nar. Fling. The doorbell rang as 4 people walked in. Welcome, greeted the waiter. The taller muscular man walked towards the waiter and asked, is your manager here? You He then grabbed him by collar and asked, I asked if your manager was here. He is not here, he answered. Then where did he go? Hey you? Said the boy as he walked towards him. What? Put him down. Or what? It is none of your business, you little punk. He said as he grabbed him by collar. Release me or you are going to regret it. The boy said. You little. He said as he slammed the boy on the bar. But the boy disappeared in a poof of smoke. He reappeared on his back. One of his hand was holding a kunai aiming at his neck. Stop it. If you've got business here, you should at least not fight here. The girl said. The 2 of them listened to her and separated from each other. The boy went back to his chair and continued eating his food. The man sat at a table as his 3 followers followed him. Taka and Kaneki followed them too and sat in front of the man. The boy just continued eating. If you have something to tell the manager, I can relay it for you, said Kaneki. I have something I want to ask you guys. Do you know Kamishio Rise? He asked. Kaneki widened his eyes. My name is Banju Kazuchi. I'm here from the 11th ward. I was acquainted with her back when she was still there. He-man said. What makes you think she is here? Taka asked. When Rai-san left the 11th ward, she told something about a coffee shop. He then smelt something in the air. He stood up and got near Kaneki. Why do you have Rai-san scent on you? He asked as he grabbed his collar. Hey. No fighting here. Taka shouted. The man just ignored her and asked, are you Are you Rai-san's man? We're not lick. We're. He started to rage and attacked him. The other boy caught his fist. Stop this. Let me have my lunch. Please, I am really hungry. He said with tears. He then continued eating. Everyone in the room sweat dropped. Why, you've got it all wrong, said Kaneki. His 3 followers tried to calm him down. After a while, he calmed down and sat on the chair again. What is your name? Kaneki. So I was mistaken. Yes. He then bowed the boy. I am sorry for what I had done. It's alright. Please tell me where she is right now. Rai-san, she is no longer here. I see. She was never one to stay in one place for too long. Sorry, I can't be of any help. Listen, Kaneki. I have a favor to ask you. A favor? If you see her again, tell her this. Run. Huh? A few months ago, a band of ghouls named Ajiri Tree craved through the 11th ward. They are strong. They already had hunted down every single dove in the 11th ward. I can tell you that they are all after her. I don't know why. Rai-san, he muttered to himself. Well, I am going to take my leave. The man said as he stood up from his chair. He then got out of the cafe. After he had left, Kaneki and Taka walked over to the boy. Thanks for helping me, said Kaneki while Taka was cleaning his table. No problem, he said. Oh, I am Ken Kaneki. And you are? Hano. Fling. The doorbell rang and 2 people came in. You like it, Hinami-chan? The older boy asked the younger girl. She nodded. I really like it, Naruto Oni-chan. Naruto then saw Kaneki looking at him. A boy was watching him behind Kaneki. Hey Kaneki, who is he? Stopped. Kokonohamaru. How did you get here? Naruto Nai-san. Asked the boy. Everyone is looking for you in the village. Where have you been this whole time? The boy asked. Let's talk about this somewhere else. He then looked at the Hinami and said, Hinami-chan, I will be back later. Why don't you go upstairs? She nodded and ran upstairs. He walked towards Konohamaru and said, come on, he said as he touched him, and they both disappeared. Somewhere else with Naruto. How did you get here? He asked. Well, me, Yuden and Mogi were on a mission to retrieve some ninja weapons. On our way, we found an old house. We were so tired so we decided to check it to sleep. I went inside a room and found some kind of crazy machine. I think I pressed something accidentally. The thing started to glow and I was absorbed into it. What about your Jonin sensei? Why isn't he with you? He was busy so only we were sent to retrieve. Oh, so everyone is freed from the infinite Tsukiyomi. Yeah, after you have defeated Sasuke. He regretted for everything he had done. He freed us all using the tailed beast's chakra and Rinnegan. That's good news. And he has been trying to search you everywhere. He said that he saw you were dragged into some kind of void. He has been searching for you since he was released from the prison. Prison? Oh right. He was in prison for everything he had done. But the Hokage tried his best to free him. Oh, so Tsunade Bachan did it? Nope. It was Kakashi sensei. After the war, Kakashi-sensei became the 6th Hokage. He said while smiling. What? He shouted. Anyway, do you have any idea where we are? Things are strange in here. Oh right. We are in whole new different world. What? Yeah, this world is a bit complicated. It is a little different from our world. Like what? They have ghouls. Huh? What are ghouls? You can say that they are man-eating people. They can only eat men as their food source. But why haven't I seen a ghoul before since I arrived here? He said as he went into his thinking pose. The people you met earlier are ghouls, he said with a deadpan look. Say what? Don't worry, they are my friends. They won't eat you. Are you sure? Of course I am sure. And don't tell anyone about that. In this world, humans are killing ghouls. Okay. Come on. Let's go back. He nodded. Hey, by the way, keep a low profile, he said as he touched him, and they both disappeared. Akadantiku. They both appeared in front of Taka. Lucky I put a marking on you. Else we will have to walk here. Oh Naruto, you are back. Yeah, oh hey Taka-chan. Huh? He will be staying with us. He said. Huh? Who gave you permission to let other people take to my house? Please, he said as he kneed down and begged her with tears. Naruto Nai-san, why are you begging this lady? I can beat her up. Huh, try me, she said with a mock look. Come on lady. I will beat you up anywhere anytime. Hey calm down. Shouted Naruto between them. Naruto Nai-san, why do you need to beg crazy looking lady? He said as he pointed the really angry Taka. Well, since I got here, I have been staying with her. Huh? Naruto Nai-san, I didn't know you had a girlfriend here. Isn't Taka's face became red. And no, it's not like that. She is just my friend. Oh, okay, said the disappointed boy. But why do I have to stay with her? Do you want to sleep in the streets? No. Hey Naruto, I still don't know why you still don't have enough money to rent a house. You have been here for about 2 months. Well, I used it to made some kunai. I thought I won't need to rent a house right now. I am really comfortable with your couch. He said as he rubbed the back of his head. She just sighed. I shouldn't have let you stay at my house. Really? I am hurt Taka-chan. He said with tears. Would you stop that? That make me looks like I am some kind of bad person. She shouted. Aren't you a bad person? Konohamaru said with a low voice. But Taka heard it and asked, what did you just say? She said with an evil look. And nothing, he started to sweat heavily. Come on, let's take you to her house. He said as he walked upstairs. Konohamaru followed him. Naruto opened a door and saw Hinami. Oh hey Hinami-chan, what are you doing? I am just watching loser. I think he is not feeling very well. Oh, by the way, Konohamaru will be staying with us, he said. Konohamaru? The boy then walked beside Naruto. He extended his hand and greeted, hi, I am Konohamaru Sarutobi. Nice to meet you. He was the same age as her. She looked at the boy for a while. She then shook his hand and said, I am Hinami Fukuchi. Nice to meet you too. Hey Konohamaru, I am going to take you around the city this evening. So get prepared. Alright, Naruto Nai-san, see you later. He said as he ran to the bathroom to take a shower. Naruto Oni-chan, can I come too? Huh? You just got here. Yeah, but it is boring here. Alright, if you want to, you can come with me. Yay. I am been so bored since you left. Huh? I just left for about an hour. But it's so boring without you, Oni-chan. Oh really? Yeah. So get prepared. He said as he get out of the room. In the evening. Naruto came back to Taka's house to pick up Konohamaru and Hinami. They too ran towards Naruto when he came into the house. Come on, let's go. He said. The two kids nodded. But wait, I still don't know where to go. So where do you want to go, Hinami-chan? Huh? Why do you ask her, Naruto Nai-san? Konohamaru felt a bit jealous at Naruto taking her suggestion. Well, do you even know what this world has? He opened his mouth to protest, but nothing came out. Hinami blushed slightly at Naruto asking her suggestion. Well, what about an amusement park? It would be fun. She said. Alright, it is settled. Let's go. They all walked for about 15 minutes and they were finally about to reach the amusement park. When they reached, they saw a certain purple-haired girl. Taka Wani-chan. Shouted the young girl. The purple head looked at them. Huh? Naruto, Hinami and Kono, what? It's Konohamaru. The boy shouted. Yeah, whatever. What are you guys doing here? We are going to an amusement park. Huh? Why? Well, I was planning to show Konohamaru around the city. But Hinami said she wanted to come too. Hinami suggested to go to an amusement park. So we are going there. What about you, Taka-chan? Nothing special. I am returning to the shop now. Wanna come with us? He asked. She thought for a while. Alright, I also have nothing else special to do. Okay. Let's go. After about a few minutes of walking, they reached the amusement park. Wow, this is so cool. Naruto said as he looked around the buildings around him. Yeah, there is nothing like this back in the village. Konohamaru said. The idea is really great, Hinami-chan, Naruto said. She blushed slightly at his praise. Thanks. Never seen an amusement park before. Taka asked the two boys. Yeah, they both answered. Well, why don't we try on that one? She said as she pointed some kind of snake. Naruto took out his weapon and went into fighting stance. Orochimaru, he muttered. Who is Orochimaru? He is a snake sage and one of the most dangerous villain. Oh, that's not a snake, you know, she said with a deadpan look. So what is that? That is a roller coaster. Shouted Hinami. Roller what? Come on Naruto Oni-chan, Taka Oni-chan, Konohamaru. Let's have a ride. She said as she dragged them towards it. At first the boys were hesitant to trying it. In their mind, it looked like a snake summoning. After the ride, both of them asked the girls that they wanted to ride again. They agreed and rode that again. After the second time, they asked again. Taka said that ride it themselves. And two girls were just watching the two boys watching the roller coaster from the ground. After the third time, they asked for the fourth. This time Taka dragged both of them away from it from the collar. Please Taka-chan, one more please, Naruto said. No, not anymore. Please. I shouldn't have told you about the roller coaster. Hinami just shook her head as she looked at the two boys who were begging Taka. Come on. Let's go somewhere else. There would be another ride as cool as this. Said Hinami. The two boys stopped wincing. You're right Hinami-chan. Let's go Naruto said. I hope Hinami is right. Said the disappointed boy. The two started to walk around the amusement park. They rode bumper cars too. They were really cool for them. At first Naruto and Konohamaru didn't know how to ride. After Taka and Hinami had showed them how to ride, they started to enjoy riding it. This time Taka took the two of them away from there just before they asked for the second round. She already had lost a lot of money at the first ride. This time she could stop it before it happened. They had all kinds of fun. After that they returned back to Antiku. They all were walking back to Antiku laughing happily and talking about what they experienced today. Suddenly Naruto and Konohamaru stopped walking. The two girls noticed that and they also stopped. Suddenly the earth beneath them started to shake violently. Naruto and Konohamaru helped the girls to steady themselves. Suddenly, something came up from the ground and the earthquake stopped. Naruto went into his fighting stance as he seemed to notice what is coming up. There were smoke and dust covering around a box. When they all were cleared, it revealed a coffin. Naruto's eyes narrowed at this. The coffin then opened and revealed a white-haired man wearing some kind of green robe and with strange red markings on his face. Konohamaru went into his fighting stance. He seemed like he was afraid. Naruto's body started to shake. Taka noticed that and asked who is he, Naruto. He didn't reply. He was just looking at the man in front of him. The man then opened his eyes and came out of the coffin. Finally Naruto said Iiro-senin. Hey Gaki, long time no see. Said the man. Taka and Hinami were just looking back and forth between the man and the two boys. Taka-chan, Hinami-chan, you need to get out of here. Why? Asked Taka. He is dangerous. Suddenly the man came rushing towards Taka and punched her. But she blocked it. Please listen to him. I can't control my body. The man said as he flipped back for a distance. The girl can't understand even a single thing. Why couldn't a man control his own body? Naruto, you have to stop me before suddenly his eyes turned back. Naruto Uzumaki, it has been a long time since I last saw you. Who are you? It doesn't matter who I am. I am just here to take the thing inside you. His eyes widened at it. How do you know about it? You are not the only shinobi in this world, Naruto Uzumaki. Now, that's enough talk, we will meet again, he said as Jiraiya conscious returned to his body. However, he still doesn't have control over his body. He rushed toward Taka to hit her. But this time Naruto blocked it. The man started to attack him continuously. Naruto just blocked those. Why are you aiming at the girls? How can I know? My body is doing itself. The man said as he kicked him. Are you sure? As long as I remembered you were perverted. He said as he blocked his kick. Aki, you still doesn't have respect over me. Why do I need to respect a perverted teacher? DCH anyway, you have to seal me before I use Sage Mode. He said as he punched him in the face. Naruto backed away to avoid it. Suddenly a strange red marking appeared around his eyes. His eyes turned into a horizontal slit. His nose became bigger. His legs became more bigger like a toad. What the hell, when did you gather natural energy? I don't know. I felt like I dispelled a clone and got the natural energy. I didn't even remember doing a clone. Oh shit, so that guy also know that natural energy can be gathered by a clone and returned to the user. He thought himself. Naruto, you need to take him out of here. Or this place will be destroyed. Said Kurama. But how? You idiot used that technique. Oh. You are right, Kurama. Suddenly Naruto was covered in a puff of smoke. When the smoke cleared, it revealed Naruto wearing a red coat with a kanji Mount Myaboku. Lucky that I always made a clone to gather natural energy whenever I went out. He thought. He turned around and said, Konohamaru, take care of them. I will be right back. Aoka noticed the change in his appearance. His eyes turned yellow with horizontal slit like the man in front of them. But his hands and legs didn't get bigger. Only an orange pigment surrounds his eyes. Konohamaru nodded. The man rushed towards Naruto and punched him using his velocity. Naruto caught his fist and small craters formed around his feet. Let's go somewhere else, he said. As they disappeared with red and green flash. What the hell? What is that? Tauka asked. That's Sage Mode. It can be entered by blending natural energy and the user's chakra. The Sage Mode increases the user's physical abilities. The user became faster and stronger. Only 2 persons in the whole world can enter that mode. Naruto and Lord Jiraiya. The 2 girls widened at it. So that man is Jiraiya? Yes. He is one of the 3 legendary senins. He was Naruto's sensei too. He died about last year. So why is he alive now? He is Ito Tenseed. A technique which can bring back life from dead souls. The user can control the person's body. That's why he can't control his own body. Won't Naruto Oni-chan need help if he is fighting a really strong guy? Don't worry about him. You have no idea how strong Naruto Nai-sen is. Come on, let's head back to Antiku. I will explain you later. With Naruto. The 2 of them appeared in a forest. Suddenly a blue energy orb appeared in his right palm and slammed it. But it was countered by another one. Rasengan. They both shouted. The 2 of them were knocked back a distance. Oh Gaki, you learned Sage Mode. Yeah, he said as he rushed towards him and kicked him. Now tell me what happened to our village. Is it safe? He asked as he blocked him and pushed him back. Yeah, a lot of things happen. He said as he jumped up to dodge the big fireball coming his way. Tell me what happened. Said Jiraiya as he took out a kunai and jumped up to attack him. Alright, after you died. He explained as they continued fighting. At Antiku with Tauka. The 3 of them went into Tauka's house. They then sat down on a couch. Tauka and Hinami looked a bit worried about Naruto. But Konohamaru seemed calm. Hinami was the first one who spoke. I know that Naruto Oni-chan is strong. But are you sure he won't need help? Believe me, he won't. He even faced stronger opponents than him. You said Jiraiya was dead. How did he die? Tauka asked. He was killed by one of his students. Her eyes widened at it. He journeyed around the world to find the child of prophecy. The old toad sage said he will teach the child of prophecy. So he started traveling around. He taught 3 children about last 20 years ago. He thought one of them was child of prophecy because he possessed a pair of special eyes. Special eyes? Yeah, the Rinnegan. The strongest Taijutsu in the whole world. His name is Nagato Uzumaki. Uzumaki? So is he a relative of Naruto? Asked Tauka. I don't know. But you could say that. Naruto and Nagato both are from Uzumaki clan. Anyway, Lord Jiraiya taught them. After he had taught them, he left to return to his village. The 3 kids founded Akatsuki. At first the organization is for peace. But when one of them died, a masked man used that fact and controlled Nagato. A masked man? Yeah, I also don't know who he is. I only know what Naruto told me. One day, when Lord Jiraiya investigated about Akatsuki, he found out about his base. He then found out the leader is his student Nagato. He fought with him. But he died there. That's all I know. Wait a minute, does that means Naruto was the last person he taught? Tauka asked. Yeah. He only taught those 3 kids, 4th Hokage and Naruto. The 3 kids and 4th Hokage are dead now. So he is the child of prophecy? Yeah, I guess so. He is the only person who is alive and taught by Lord Jiraiya. I just hope Naruto Oni-chan is alright, said the girl with a worried look. With Naruto. Naruto and Jiraiya were panting heavily. Jiraiya has turned back into his human form while Naruto is still in Sage Mode. Jiraiya was regenerating his lost limbs with the help of Ito Tensei. Wow, you really absorb natural fast. Praised Jiraiya. I think we should end this fight. He said. Yeah, the whole place is destroyed now. The man said as he looked around. There were no longer trees beside them. Only large craters and some barks of tree. I am really going to miss you, he said as a single tear came down from his eyes. Come on, end me now, Gaki. You have become really strong. Goodbye, Jiraiya-sensei. He said as Rasengan changed into wind style. Rasen shuriken and threw it at him. Jiraiya just smiled and said goodbye Naruto. With a loud noise a huge crater was formed and Jiraiya disappeared. Not even a single trace of him left. But Ajiri tree. What the hell was that? Asked a purple-haired leader as he saw and heard a loud blue explosion. That is one of the attacks of Naruto Uzumaki. Said Zetsu as he appeared from behind. Zetsu? How do you know it is his attack? He asked as he started to get a little scared of that guy. Because I have fought with him before. He said. Let's just see how strong he is when we meet. What if Naruto was in Tokyo Ghoul? End here and thanks for watching my video till the end.